Welcome to Special Stage and welcome to live coverage of the final round of the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Series and the penultimate round of the Brenig Welsh Rally Championship. We are live for both championships plus the Mini Rally Challenge, and we will have coverage of every single crew on the entry, meaning that we can bring you action as well from that BRC title fight. So loads of action to go today here on Special Stage. You can watch on the various championship pages and on the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally Facebook page as well. And do look out for spurious links to coverage that is not official, because when you click on it, that is a very bad thing. Stay with us here on Special Stage. We'll be live with you through Stage 2, which is Clocainog, and we'll have reaction from the end of Stage 3, Brenig, the third stage of this final round for the BTRDA crews. And a rally which has always had a very big build-up, and more than ever has had big anticipation. The BTRDA title may have been sewn up by Elliot Payne at the last round on his home stages in Yorkshire, but we have some very big titles going down to the final round here, not least the runner-up positions and the big fight from the giant killing B13 crews in that. But also, although Kaz Jenkins, co-driver to Nigel, has sewn up the overall Bronze Star title, Nigel is in a battle with Ashley Francis Adams. He needs to finish today. It has been a close battle all year. Both have 3 victories to their name, and both need a victory here today to secure that Bronze Star title. The SilverStar as well up for grabs, with a number of crews in with a shout there. The Brenig Welsh Championship, meanwhile, plenty of battles going on there. 14 crews arrive here at the penultimate round in North Wales, in with a chance of winning the title. Obviously, the permutations thin out as you go down that list of 14, but remarkable even so. We're guaranteed a battle to the finish on the Wyding, looking at the point situation. And in the Mini Rally Challenge as well, various titles sewn up on the tarmac and the forest, but the overall title we'll be watching for today. The Minis will be the first crews that you see on the stage as well. Elliot Payne leads the way in the what is known as the Interclubs. The Interclub, the National and the Mini Rally Challenge are the 3 leaderboards that you will find today at btrda-rallyresults.co.uk, and then you'll have to go to EWRC if you want a combined overall leaderboard. Like me, you will probably be following multiple championships today. We will try and keep you in touch with what's going on with the various narratives, but bear in mind that the focus of today's live coverage is the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Championship, and indeed the Brenig Welsh Rally Championship as well. Elliot Payne leads the way then in the Interclub. In the BTRDA Rally Crews, Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer behind, 3.6 behind after the first stage, which was LC, which was a 7.87 mile stage. Those crews now heading to the 15.4 miles of Clocainog. I did this rally in 2009, and these stages are epic, absolutely epic. Former WRC stages, of course. And we have a World Rally Champion, well, a couple of World Rally Champions, but one of the biggest World Rally Champions the sport has ever seen with us today. Stig Blomqvist, 84 World Champion in that A2 Quattro back in the day. It would have been an A1 Quattro that he won the championship. I mean, thinking about it, wasn't it? In 84. No, A2. We'll do rally car nerdery today, I promise. A bit out of practice, about a couple of weeks off, haven't we? He's got Paul Morris alongside him, former Works co-driver and outgoing boss of the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship as well. They'll be having fun in the Mini Spares. Historic Mini. It is a beautiful car with some history as well. I saw them off the line in a video posted in one of the WhatsApp groups. Don't we all have 100 WhatsApp groups now to keep in touch with everything? And the irony is you don't really keep in touch with anything because there's so much stuff flying at you all the time. But I did manage to see that video, and the car looked amazing, and it was so cool to see Stig behind the wheel of a car in competitive action here on these famous North Wales stages. 7 stages today then, and we'll be live, as I say, in 2 with reaction at the end of 3 with this stream. Our multiple camera setup with drones live for you as well. We've got some glorious shots. I cannot wait to get those first cars into the stage. And then we'll be live with you for the final stage of today, stage 7, Brenig. That'll be about 4 p.m, but there will be a delay unless the organisers manage to get some of that back, of course. Apologies for the delay this morning. They had to move the end of the Clocainog flying finish a little way due to somebody parking a car there. How rude. Right, the first of our Mini Rally Challenge competitors into this second stage of the day, the Clocainog stage, and that is Florence Butler, Paul Stringer alongside. Currently down in 9th place in the Mini Rally Challenge Cruise. Paul Stringer, one of the organisers of the Mini Rally Challenger series, which we've talked about a lot this year and which has really gained momentum in its second season. Fabulous competition, and it has proved itself to be an ample step up for the juniors, with fierce competition for senior drivers alike. Wesley Guildford, Andrew Millington, they come here leading the R50 Championship for the normally aspirated Mini Coopers, the Chrysler engined 1.6 litre cars. 4th in the Gravel Championship, 2nd in the Tarmac Championship. This, to remind you, is the final round of the Mini Rally Challenge, as well as the final round of the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Series and, of course, the BRC. And a number of regional championships. It's not the final round, though, of the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. That is next up on the Wydene, where we are guaranteed, I think, looking at the points. Can't really see we're guaranteed and then say I think, can I? But a title fight down to the final round as well. Paul Green and Emma Cooper come here 7th in the R50 class, looking for a big result here after rolling the car on Kielder. CS Motorsport has helped build that car and done a magnificent job of getting the car back out based on a £200 donor shell. That's what the series is all about. Fun, accessible motorsport. Julian Fouquet, Julia Perry alongside. Equal 1st in the Mini Rally Challenge Gravel Championship. 6th in the Tarmac, and they come here 4th and fighting for the R50 podium. They're tied at the top with Jack Birch. It's a healthy gap, though, back to Andrew Downward in 3rd place at the moment. Let us know your predictions for the overall rally leaderboard today. Well, you can pick your leaderboard, I suppose. Doesn't really matter to me. We'll be commentating on all of the leaderboards today, the various ones. Andrew Downward, James Coots then. Only 9 points ahead of Wesley Guildford. Any one of those two could end up 3rd at the moment. And last night, nice story, the Mini Rally Challenge crews had a bit of a pre-rally party at the Motorsport Lounge in Llandudno, which, if you've not been, Dave Pavley's place, it is a bar and a music venue where you walk past a lot of rally cars to get in. It's brilliant. What a fantastic concept. Had a nice night just catching up with some of the Mini Rally Challenge guys, but Andrew Downward and James Coots had a problem with their crank sensor, and thanks to a few phone calls and a bit of rally community help, as we know from this sport, they managed to get that crank sensor sorted and back out on the stage. Jack Birch, Mike Jode are looking to finish the season with another win. So they told me earlier in the week, and Jack looked mighty relaxed last night, enjoying himself at the Motorsport Lounge. Fighting talk, we do like that. I'll be driving one of these Mini Rally Challenge cars, the R53 Cooper S at Cadwell Park next month on the 17th of November, with Julia Perry co-driving for me, thanks to the Spark Developments Rally Car Hire team, George Clark and Jamie McBain. If you haven't seen it, it is a fabulous looking thing. It's a brand new build in green tiger stripes. Rob Stevens on YouTube asking if we're out on the Anglo-Caledonian. Yes, we are. The news broke last week that we are part of a, should we call it an RAC rally style media lineup? The Avengers Assemble style, everybody out job. We're looking forward to that. The Anglo-Caledonian, the 2-day version of the Roger Albert Clark, essentially. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. It was a week after Cadwell. It's going to be a busy old month, and it has been a busy old month to this point as well. Guy Butler and Dan Neroda are currently chasing down, I can't see. Is that Mark Jones that they're chasing down with the boot up for added airflow? It is. Mick Monday alongside. The boot catch has failed on that R53 car. Guy Butler, Dan Neroda chasing them down. Guy, in his own words, if you see me on the coverage, I'm further than I was last year. He put it in the scenery, but there's a great photo of the car down a bank somewhere, and Guy stood there with his thumbs up, still smiling. Guy, one of the organisers of the Mini Rally Challenge, getting a good look inside the boot of Mark Jones' Mini Cooper S. Both of those, the R53 cars, the supercharged Cooper S. No turbos at the moment in the Mini Rally Challenge, but I suspect they'll come at some point. For the moment, the two categories, the R50 and the R53. And the R50 has certainly proved to be a brilliant step up for the juniors. It's Jacob Neal, Russell Thompson. In his own words, can we survive another event without a ditch adventure? Tune in to find out. Guy Butler thinks he knows the answer based on some of the chatter in the Mini Rally Challenge Facebook group earlier this week. Hello to you if you're watching on specialstage.tv. If you're also tuning in from one of the championship social media pages, the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Series, the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. Drop your predictions for the top three, either overall in the rally or on whichever championship leaderboard you are following today. And you will be, just by getting involved. Hello to Sam Toozle, by the way. The fear of missing out is real, he says. I bet, yeah. Having won the Jersey Rally recently, I'm sure you have got a taste for it. What a season he's had as well. Yeah, so we are giving away another one of these Rallying is Life t-shirts. All you've got to do is get involved with the coverage. Just drop a comment in. Tell us where you're watching from, what you had for breakfast. One of you will win one of those t-shirts that we're giving away with every live stream this afternoon. There's Julian Fouquet, Julia Perry alongside in the R50 class. Equal leaders of the Mini Rally Challenge Gravel Championship at this stage. It is a race for the championship at the top, though, between them and Jack Birch, who you saw through earlier in the light blue R50 Mini. Darren Buffy, are you out for the Moulton Forest Rally next Sunday? I'm not, but I am at the De Lacy Motor Club quiz night on the Friday night, which I'm looking forward to. So if you are following the BRC title fight at the moment, after the first stay through LC, Chris Ingram, Alex Chiarani, who have a score in hand with the drop scores coming into play. It gets a bit complicated when you work out that Will Crichton and Liam Regan actually have a joker still to play on this round, so it's all going to be quite close coming into this with just 1 point in it. Neil Roskell has put the car on its roof, according to Jonathan Suter, through that first stage. We'll keep our eyes peeled for an update there. Runner-up in the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. Tom Cave also showing as having a stage max as well. Hello to Phil Coverdale, sat at home with his riff-raff cap on. Looking forward to setup and marshalling in the Malton Forest Rally next week. Here's the 1984 World Rally Champion. Just like I said 94 earlier. Stig Blomqvist, Paul Morris alongside co-driving in that beautiful little historic Mini Cooper S. I tell you what, these stages are in incredibly good condition, aren't they? We saw some photos posted by the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally during the week showing just how good the stages were, but that proves it. A historic Mini, and you can actually see daylight underneath it. What a nice sight that is. 84 world champion, really on it as well. So Chris Ingram leads the way then in the BRC fight. Will Crichton, Liam Regan, 0.9 of a second behind after the first stage. Ocean Price, Rodri Evans will be on a big charge in one of the 4 BRC contenders in with a shout at the title, and he said he's going to fight until he's got nothing left. 7.5 seconds back in third. You got Max McRae, Cameron Fair, 0.4 back from Ocean Price, and it's Gary Pearson, Johnny Greer, Keith Cronin, freshly crowned Irish tarmac champion, of course, Myron Evans in the second of the Castrol Yarrish Rally 2s, then Carl White and Hugh Hunter, a top 10 time for his first rally in that Hyundai Rally 2, the orange amplifiers car, normally piloted by James Williams. Rob Fagg alongside Hugh this weekend. A familiar pairing, an unfamiliar car, but it's great to see the orange amplifiers Hyundai out. James sent me a message earlier saying he's pacing backwards and forwards like a madman after his fastest stage time on the ERC round, Rally Ceredigion. You can bet he wants to be out on this one, but he seemed delighted to have the car out and in such well-heeled hands as well as Hugh Hunter's. Martin Pendlebury then, before Rally North Wales this year, he was last out in the Cambrian in 2022. That was his only rally that year, same in 2021, so he likes this rally in that little Polo GTI that you saw there. Yvonne Walton alongside. He was 4th B10 the last time he did do the Cambrian in 2022 was Martin. A few of you enjoying the drone shots we've got for you here. I agree. Eastwood drones joining us once again here like they did on the Roger Albert Clark last year, like they have done on a number of the rounds this year, and doing a fabulous job. Jamie and Luke, our cameramen, out in the stage as well. And producer Wayne joining me here at the end of Brenig Stage 3, where we'll have reaction from our crews, with Jamie McTavish joining the team. When was the last time you joined us for a rally, Jamie? I know you've done a couple of off-road rounds, the Hill Rally recently, but it's been a while, hasn't it? So good to have Jamie back on the team. And, you know, given he's a Scotsman, he brought the Iron Brew, literally brought the Iron Brew for this morning. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to coverage of the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally. It is the final round, round 8 of the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Series. It's also the final round of the Mini Rally Challenge and the BRC. We're covering the BTRDA and the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship, of which it is the penultimate round. Tom Hind, Sue Hind just needs to start the rally to win the Gravel Championship here in the Mini Rally Challenge. And therefore, will have done enough at this stage. Tom intending to prove himself on tarmac in 2025. Full attack on the whole championship next season, he assures us. He was new to the Mini Rally Challenge. On the first round, he was in a hired car and finished second. He's won the next 3, so he's looking for 4 victories today. So he says, We saw Cliff Evans and Rich Jones in the Avenger. There's Paul Ellis and Ian Nichols in the Skoda 130L. How good does that look? Any rally nerds among us will appreciate that Skoda in its X-Works Estelle livery, like the Matchbox cars. Appreciate that alongside me. I'm pleased to report. Got a big smile on his face as well. I know you won't believe me. Wyn Lloyd, Ewan Jones did one rally in 2017 in an Avenger GT, then they downed tools and came back out this year. They did 3 single venues before arriving here in Llandudno in the Micra. So the Mini Rally Challenge crews got us underway here in this second stage. Clocainog, here come the 1400s in reverse seeded order. There's Geraint Williams. Liam Jones alongside. They last did the Cambrian in 2016. And they didn't finish, so you can guess the aim for today in that little orange Nova. Some fast Novas on the entry this weekend. Indeed, one of them fighting for the overall BTRDA. Freaks Lubricants, Bronze Star, Nigel Jenkins, Kaz Jenkins alongside Geraint Williams. Very wide, wasn't he? And that 3 left there, it tightens just out of view beyond those trees. And a fair way into the stage here. 2/3 into the stage, roughly. A bit more, yeah. It's a monster, this stage as well. 15.4 miles. They've got a refuel break, and then it's a short, sharp blast through Brenig to join us here at the stage finish, a 3.9 mile stage. Following this one through Clocainog. Famous forests, these. They've featured in the WRC many times, and they've featured on this rally, and it's one of the reasons it is a fan and competitor favourite. JM Wharton Motorsport, nice to watch some gravel rallying. Looking forward to the Neil Howard next weekend, spectating, not competing. He's got a Corsa he's yet to finish. Henry Sunderland reckons Elliot Payne to win the BTRDA. Well, he is our champion. He's looking to end the season on a high, but you wouldn't count Matthew Hurst out, would you, in that Skoda, which has been going so well in with Declan Deer alongside. And what about the B13 boys? Russ Thompson, Stephen Link have been absolutely blistering this year. Could well have won the title and were on track to do so at various points. It has been one of those years that we will be talking about for seasons to come. AF Motorsport Media watching from central Scotland, wishing you were here. And Alloy Smart, wishing everyone luck tonight as well on the Teffy Valley Motor Club Kilwendeg Rally. I'm looking forward to that. I'm heading straight from the Cambrian here, straight down the road to Newcastle Emlyn, and courtesy of the Williams family. And let's be honest, they know they're Kilwendegs. Mark Williams, having won it twice in the past, and being looked after and hopefully escorted around the various locations to enjoy some road rally action. I've been promising myself to go to the Kilwendeg for years. This is the year. Although I did that thing, I just assumed it would be very close to where the Cambrian was. It turns out it's not. So I've got a road trip and then a sleepless night ahead, of which I'm looking forward to immensely. We've got a retro rally jacket for the job, so see you there if you're going to the Kilwendeg. Right now it's all about the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally. 7 of North Wales' finest stages. Elsie, the first stage of the day, just running as the rally opener. The Cyanol-sponsored Elsie stage. Conwy Motorsport, Clocainog is the one you're watching now. Then Jolly Hire, Brenig is up next. Pretty much straight away after a refuel halt, we'll have action on the stage. And then we will mix it in with reaction from the stage end here at the beautiful Clynbrenig Visitor Centre. The lake, is that a lake or is it a reservoir? I think it's a lake, isn't it? We'll go with lake. Looks absolutely stunning in the Welsh sunshine, and it's not often we have sunshine on this rally, or usually at any point in the season when we're doing this, to be fair. If you just tuned in and you thought you were getting here late, don't worry, there was a slight delay. Due to some logistics at the end of the Clocainog stage, which means that we started about 40 minutes late, and we've just seen the mini rally challenge crews kick off the action for us in the stage, and we're on to the 1400s in reverse seeded order, the battle for the Fuchs Lubricants Bronze Star category. Of course, coming here to the final round in the BTRDA is Nigel Jenkins versus Ashley Francis Adams, the co-driver title already sewn up by Kaz Jenkins. It's all eyes on that colourful Micra and the just as colourful bright green Nova out in front in what has been an epic battle this season. 3 wins apiece, both looking to make it 4. But right now, there is, as it says on his window, Little Squirt. Should say Mummy's Little Squirt, but there wasn't room on the window, allegedly. And on the other side of the car, that's Luke Watts, by the way, okay. On the other side of the car is Mark Twinami, in tribute to my wrongly pronounced version of his surname. It's actually Mark Twynham, but earlier in the year, in fact, it was last year, having called him Twin Aim and Twin Army and a few other things for probably about 10 years, he pointed out to me I got it wrong. So on the window this weekend, Little Squirt and Mark Twin Army. We love a bit of sense of humour, don't we, in this sport? And Luke Watts and Mark Twynham certainly have that. 7th in the Bronze Star category coming into this round. Eighth Bronze Star, sorry. They came 7th Bronze Star on last year's Cambrian. Hello to Steve Johnson. I bet you wish you were joining me in the lanes tonight, Steve. Proper Welsh Road Rally. Good to see you out of hospital and hopefully on the mend, mate. There's William Maines. Thomas Whittle in the Corsa, actually competing in the national class of the BRC this weekend. They did the Cambrian last in 2022, didn't finish. But he's had 3 class wins this season between the beautiful little Nova he has and that Corsa. Rally Nuts, Jim Clark, Grampian, Rally Ceredigion, all on this year's Rally CV. It's been a big year for William. And there's a man who just keeps getting quicker here in the 1400s. It's Chris Bush. Rob Bryn, Chicken Jones, one of the Ignition Motorsport cars in that little Corsa. They come here 6th in the Bronze Star, 4th in 1400S. I should have mentioned, by the way, that Luke Watts and Mark Twynham have already sewn up the W2 podium, 3rd in the Welsh Rally Championship. And they're on for 3rd in the under-25 category as well. But here is the man fighting for an overall championship victory here. He needs the win. It's as simple as that. And you can guarantee he'll be pushing hard to get it. That is Ashley Francis Adams. And I'm hoping I can bring you an update very shortly on the times as they come through. As far as Nigel and Kaz Jenkins are concerned, all they've got to do is finish today. Points from finishing. They will be, or Nigel will be, Bronze Star champion. Kaz already sewing that up at the last round. And just looking after stage 1, Ashley Francis Adams was 9.4 seconds ahead of Nigel and Kaz Jenkins. It's not enough. With dropped scores taken into account. There is the man gunning for his 2nd title in a row here in the Fuchs Lubricants 1400s in the NJ Auto Repairs Vauxhall Nova. Nigel and Kaz Jenkins. 2nd place after the first stage. It is going to be one of those rallies where you have to balance the management job of winning a title with going as fast as you can, because winning the title on the top step of the podium is the way to do it. Try telling Nigel there's any other way, but he doesn't need to. At the moment, trailing his main championship rival, Ashley Francis Adams. Mark Ammons alongside in the micro by 9.4 seconds will be enough when the points are all ironed out after the event. So if you're just tuning in, welcome to coverage of the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally. You have seen the Mini Rally Challenge cruise through this second stage. Clwyd you have now seen the 1400 cruise through. We've also seen 1984 World Rally Champion Stig Blomqvist through the stage in his historic Mini Cooper S. You're about to see the four-wheel drives and the rest of the two-wheel drive field in correct seeded order, with those title fights that we're looking forward to seeing at this final round as far as the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Series is concerned, and the BRC as well. If you are following the BRC, Chris Ingram, Alex Kurani lead the way by 0.9 of a second from Will Crichton, Liam Regan. Those two in the hunt for the title. Oshan Price, Keith Cronin, the other two in the mix as well. Oshan currently in third place. Cronin down in seventh place. 22.2 off the rally lead at this stage. But it's Elliot Payne and Patrick Walsh, our newly crowned Pro Tyre BTRDA Gold Star champions. Last year he was the youngest ever Gold Star champion. This year he makes it 2 on the trot, knocking those records off as he goes. Elliot Payne is currently 3.6 ahead of a man who, had it not been for issues with the engine on his Fiesta earlier in the season, issues which were well documented, resulting in hiring cars, hiring engines, various connotations playing out earlier in the year. If it hadn't been for that, it would have pushed him all the way. As it is, when the car's been on fire, and since they've jumped into this Skoda Rally 2 Fabia, they have been pushing him all the way on the events they've been together on. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer, 3.6 seconds back. Liam Clark, Emily Easton Page, currently third in the Pro Tyre BTRDA leaderboard. And then it's that giant killing B13 Evo of Russ Thompson and Stephen Link back in fourth, 11.2 back from the Fiesta Rally 2 of Clark and Easton Page. Ashley Francis Adams, Nige Jenkins in that order, showing us 5th and 6th on the overall leaderboard after the first stage. We'll just have a look at the times from this second stage, if I can bring them up. Yeah, Ashley Francis Adams, Mark Ammons once again taking a fastest stage time here from Nige Jenkins, and Karen Jenkins' cars will no doubt be reining Nige in, reminding him it is about the championship. It is about that Fuchs Lubricants 1400 Bronze Star title this weekend, not about the overall rally win. 5.7 seconds faster through this second stage, the 15.4 mile stage of Clwyd. The crew's now going for a refuel break, and then we will next see the Mini Rally Challenge on 1400 cruise here at the end of Brenig Stage 3. Meanwhile, we await the four-wheel drive and the rest of the two-wheel drives in correct seeded order as they appear on your entry list. So 15.1 second now is the advantage for Ashley Francis-Adams and Mark Ammons, who, to remind you, need the rally win. They certainly need to finish ahead of Nigel and Kaz Jenkins, but I think as long as they finish, Nigel and Kaz are secure on points. But the micro pair doing all they can right now, and with these drop scores taken into account, the permutations are varied. Chris Bush in third, Luke Watts with Mark Twin Army in the new to them this season 1400S MGZR back in fourth place. You may remember when the engine blew on Nigel's Nova back in, was it the Nicky Grist? Luke actually offered him a 1400S MGZR to continue the championship campaign. Such is the close-knit nature of that family, the fastest family from the Forest of Dean. And the rest of the 1400s and H1, H2 after that four, it's James Dunkley in the Corsa in fifth, Wyn Lloyd, Ewan Jones in sixth, Cliff Evans, Rich Jones in the great-looking Avenger in seventh, and it's Martin Pendlebury, Yvonne Walton in the Polo in eighth, Geraint Williams, Liam Jones in ninth, Paul Ellis, Ian Nichols in that beautiful Skoda 130L in 10th, and then Rob Clark, Richard Burdett in the other of the classic minis that we saw through that stage in 11th. You will have to juggle your leaderboards today if you're following the results. BTRDA-rallyresults.co.uk is where you'll find the Interclub, the National and the Mini Rally Challenge. And there you have the first man on the road, Chris Ingram, Alex Kirani alongside, currently lead the overall rally by 0.9 of a second and really pushing that Yaris out to every extremity, as you saw through there on our camera through this second stage. Clogainog that Castrol livery on the Yaris Rally 2 has certainly become iconic, hasn't it, again in British rallying this year. Did it win the, was it the ERC Best Livery, I think, as well. The team race between Melvin Evans Motorsport and M Sport as well has got interesting heading into this final round. It's close. M Sport really have thrown everything at this title charge for Will Crichton this year. It's the good old days of the BRC in that sense, in that the teams are fielding extra drivers to try and score points, such as the threat posed by Chris Ingram and Alex Kirani. Will Crichton, Liam Regan, as you would expect, absolutely on it past here. Winner takes it all, basically. Crichton yet to play his joker. Ingram still with a score in hand. Just 1 point in that title race. Interesting fact for you, Ingram has led every rally he's contested in 2024. The 2019 European Rally Champion. Hasn't been in this forest, though, since Wales Rally GB in 2018. I don't know when Will Crichton was last here. Phil Jones has finished the road book for the Wydene. Fair play to anybody who gets involved organising these events. The amount of work and talent that goes into it is remarkable and deserves our utmost admiration. It's actually Osh and Price, wasn't it, that went through before. Rodri Evans alongside Apologies. Muddy rally cars. And another picturesque drone shot's not brilliant for confirming when the track is broken which car we've got. There is the man who visibly on a charge, wasn't he? But Oshan will be as well. Last time we saw that car was on the Hills Ford stages in the hands of Will, wasn't it? But you can see just how quick Will Crichton and Liam Regan looked to be completely on the edge, just like Ingram through that first stage. Oshan just looked a little bit neater, didn't he? Yeah, Will Hill, Richard Crozier went off in that Hills Ford sponsored Rally 2 Fiesta, didn't they? In the final round of the Asphalt Championship. Back on gravel and back in the hands of the man who has an outside chance today of taking the BRC title. Welcome to coverage of the Pro Tyre BTRDA and Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship here on Special Stage. We'll be live with you for the stage end reaction here in Brenig. As you see Gary Pearson when the tracker confirms. Gary Pearson, Dan Barrett, another of the M Sport entries in this year's BRC. Some quick results, not quite on the pace of the leading four. These drone shots paint a picture, don't they? Beautifully and sunny here. A tribute to what has been a fantastic season of British rallying, hasn't it, all round. .9 of a second the gap then in the leading pair. Previous rally winner last year then, Tom Cave, again pushing hard in that little Polo GTI R5. Car getting air and just placing it right on the edge of the stage. Tom comes here with Dale Furness, looking to defend that victory from 2023. As I mentioned, with the Bronze Star competitors through, Ashley Francis Adams is leading the rally. Nige still taking the title at that. So won't be pushing for the rally win today, albeit, I'm sure. We're looking to put just enough of a push in to stay on terms. There's the second of the Castrol Yaris. Then Myron Evans, Jonathan Jackson, Motorsport UK head of rally. Getting a front seat view of what the sport looks like from inside that Yaris in this year's BRC. We have a glorious view with the lake behind here in Brenig for you when the cars make their way into this stage. It will get fairly busy at that point. You're going to be following two stages effectively on the screen and then the reaction from the end of the stage. We did a bit of that on the 2023 Roger Albert Clark, and the feedback was that you all loved it, so we thought we'd do it again. Jonathan Greer, last time he was here was 2015, 16th in the BRC standings, and that's C3 Rally 2. until our if, like me, you're juggling leaderboards, you will see that man, Matthew Hurst Declan, appears on 2 of them. Pro Tyre BTRDA and the Pirelli Welsh Championship. That is a Skoda Rally 2 driver looking for a result here. They've been consistently fast in that Skoda since jumping into it, and the reliability has improved as well since the earlier issues they had. Comes here, having already sewn up the W14 Co-Drivers Championship for Declan in the Welsh Championship, but is currently in 4th overall. Needs an overall win in the Welsh points if he is to take the title for the 2nd year running. Comes here 3rd in the Gold Star as Matthew Hurst, 2nd in B14. No doubting it's been a big season. And you can see our rally leader here in the BTRDA looked like he maybe had a puncture on that Amigos Fiesta, doesn't he? Front right puncture on that Amigos Fiesta Rally 2 for Elliot Payne and Patrick Walsh. Depends where they picked the puncture up. There wasn't a lot of damage to the wheel arch at this point, and they've got a little bit to go. Very shortly we're going to have 3 lots of action for you on the stage. We're going to have action from the 4-wheel drive and 2-wheel drive fields through the 2nd stage, Clocainog, and then the Mini Rally Challenge back in action in the 3rd stage in Brenig. Max McRae, a man who's had plenty said about him this year. Cameron Fair alongside. He was 3rd overall in last year's Cambrian Rally, mixing it with our BTRDA and Welsh Rally Championship crews, who have called this rally home for the final round for a number of years now. There's Wes Guilford, Andrew Millington. Zero car being driven by Matthew Jackson, and Paul Wakely looks like it's got lost along the way somewhere. So the first of our mini crews will be into this 3rd stage. The end of Brenig any minute now, and we'll get reaction through the field now. So we'll leave you with action on the stage from stage 2, Clocainog, and this 3rd stage through Brenig. And we will join our crews as they come through the stop line here. Sunny Flynn Brenig Visitor Centre. Oh no, we haven't lost our 0 car. Matt Jackson, Paul Wakely, back in a rally car for some time, having joined Paul Morris in organising the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. Home rally for Matt Jackson. Loves this event. Great to see him out in the car. We'll have a very quick word. Don't normally talk to Zero Car, do we? We're not normally here at the stage end when they come through. We're not talking stage times, but how do those stages look?
Oh, they're amazing. To be fair, the route this morning, the stage conditions have been phenomenal. Lots of spectators out there, loads out there. Obviously, stand as far back as possible. There's been a couple of issues, so but no, the crews are going to absolutely love them.
And Wakely doing a good job. Does he know what one of those things is?
It's only been 5 years, so just getting into the groove, he says.
He's a bit older these days, though, isn't he? Matt Jackson, Paul Wakely. I can get away with comments like that just. And that BD Rally Sport Mark II that has been built for them for this rally to do course car, and it will be available to hire. It's all got very busy down here, juggling between the different streams, but we have on the screen, if you're just tuning in, this is the 8th and final round of the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Championship, the penultimate round of the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. It is the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally. We've got action on the screen from stage 2, Clocainog, and the third stage here in Brenig. It's a 3.9 mile stage, and we're due our mini rally challenge cruise through. After the second stage through Clocainog, Mark Jones, Nick Munday currently leading the minis in the R53. Jacob Neal, Russ Thompson behind them. Jack Birch and Matt Joe, the third of the minis in the R50. That's going to be fun, isn't it? The Fuchs Lubricants Bronze Star category then, the first of our title fights to show its face through this second stage. And it is Ashley Francis Adams leading the way. But Nige Jenkins, Karen Jenkins, still leading in terms of championship points. James Giddings currently fighting for the Pirelli Welsh Championship. Has a bit of smoke coming from the car. Couldn't see if that was just a puff of oil smoke or anything more sinister, but we'll keep an eye on that one. And at the end of 3, we'll have a word and see if we've got some issues there. That could be poignant. Penultimate round of the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. They go to the Wydian next time out. Florence, you were looking for a better run here this time.
Yeah, that stage was very, very, very slippy. I really liked Clocky before. That was really fast and good, but that was very slippy.
Good battle in the minis this year?
Yeah, it's been good. I haven't done a full season, but hopefully next year get a full season.
Get a full season. Florence Butler, Paul Stringer alongside. First of our R50 minis. Florence 7th of the minis. Where's how was that?
Yeah, a bit more bumpy than we expected, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was good.
Good stages, aren't they?
Well, absolutely fantastic. First one this morning was quite terrifying in the mud there, but sort of growing into it and enjoying it anyway. It's fantastic.
And as a season?
Yeah, we've done well. We've won the R50, so we're happy with that. So today's just come out and have a play. Not a lot we can do really with the Forest Cup or anything, so we're just here for the laugh.
Yeah, for the laugh. There's plenty of that at the post-rally party tonight at the Motorsport Lounge. Especially as I understand they have Tuts Clump special stage cider behind the bar this evening. West Guildford, having sewn the R50 Championship up, was 6th after this stage. BTRDA rallyresults.co.uk is where you need to be if you want to follow the leaderboards. You've got the National, the Interclub, and the Mini Rally Challenge leaderboard as well. We're going to stay at the stage end here in Brenig and leave you with the action from stage 2 and 3 on the stage. On stage 2, Clochainog, you can see the main Pro Tyre BTRDA Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship and the BRC crews battling it out. On stage 3 here in Brenig at the moment is the Minis, followed by the 1400s. And here at the finish of Brenig, we have our Mini Rally Challenge crews with some reaction. You have got time to stop. How was that?
Yeah, I mean, that's a bit short. It's coming off a 15-miler into that. I didn't get started. You don't get into a flow, yeah? So, and then there's tarmac as well. So it's it was okay. But, yeah.
Spoiled with these nice long stages. That's it. And 5th overall at the moment in the Mini Rally Challenge. Paul, frustrated after that short stage, having done the 15.4 mile through Clochainog, to be doing a 3.9 miler through here. It's a nice problem to have, isn't it? Being spoilt by the length of stages and then getting into a short one and being frustrated that you can't really get into the swing of it. One of the reasons that the Mini Rally Challenge is so accessible is that the crews only do a portion of each of the rallies. So today, the Mini Rally Challenge crews have one more stage, the Gwynedd Forklifts Alwyn stage, first of the, or the last of the morning loop, should we say. And then that's it for their rally today. Some of the crews do opt to do the full rally, but the championship points are scored based on the first half of the rally, or in the case of a Friday night stage like on track rod, they'll also add that into the itinerary. So entry lists, car prep, tyres, all the rest of it quite significantly cut, which I think in part is what has made it such a popular series this season, and has also shown it to be a great step up from the juniors, a number of the junior crews joining us for a mini rally adventure. What a story for you guys last night, just about getting this thing running.
I think we owe you a big thanks.
Actually, Dave Pavley sorted you out there.
Yeah, it was a very eventful evening, to be honest. Another belt snapped. God. Yeah, so we bought an engine off Marketplace from Llandudno. Got up to Bangor, pretty much. Got the pulley off, got it on the car.
Slideways Motorsport as well, wasn't it? You went to Anthony
Slideways.
Jones.
That's it, yeah. Absolutely great guy. Yeah, really nice.
Really chuffed that you guys got out. So how are these stages so far? One more to go, but that long clock stage was brilliant, wasn't it?
That was very slippy in there, to be honest. Caught us out a few times, but enjoying it. We're just happy to be out.
Paul was frustrated to be in a short stage after that big long stage through Clochainog. That's a nice problem to have, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that was a really nice little sprint. That we had a puncture just before the time control, so we managed to get that done without affecting our time. So on to the next one and try and finish.
There we go. Andrew Downward, James Coots, delighted to be out after the belt snapped on the engine yesterday on a little 1.6 litre Chrysler engine in that Mini Cooper, the normally aspirated R50 category of car. but in a real show of what the challenge has proven itself to be all about. They were all rallying around last night trying to find a solution. And as Andrew suggested, I got involved trying to make a few phone calls myself, but it was Dave Pavley, actually the owner of the Motorsport Lounge, who came up trumps. He was in touch with Anthony Jones from Slideways Motorsport, who it's about 8, 9 o'clock at night, said, bring the engine over, I'll sort it for you. Fab story. Really pleased that they're out today. And I haven't got the times yet. No time for this stage, but it was 5th. The final stage. The first of the superchargers winding its way through this 3.9 mile stage that winds its way around the lake here at Brenig. Don't forget, drop in your predictions for the top 3 in either the overall rally or one of the championships, whichever one you're following particularly here this weekend. If you get involved in the live stream, we put you in the draw to win one of the Rallying is Life Lombard RAC rally style t-shirts, which I've said a few times this year, money can't buy. You've got to win them as a prize by getting involved with our live coverage with our merchandise partner, Rallying is Life. To Brenig at the moment, Jacob Neal, Russell Thompson managed to keep it out of the ditches this time. Fourth in the championship. If it is Jacob Neal and Russ Thompson, it's not, it's Jack Birch. Jack, you looked fired up for this last night. You wanted another win. How's it gone so far?
Going very well so far. 3 very good stages. Been watching this since I was about 5 years old, so I know my way a bit round here.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just can't believe I'm actually doing the Cambrian.
You've loved this season as well, haven't you, in the Mini Rally Challenge?
Yeah, it's been amazing. Nice step up from the juniors, and what a mini rally adventure we've been on.
I can feel the energy in here. Your hands are shaking.
Yeah.
You've loved that, haven't you?
Oh yeah, that was amazing. Unbelievable.
Mike's saying nothing. He was staring at that lake back there, weren't you? Well done, guys. Enjoy the last one.
Cheers.
The Minis on their way to do their final stage. How was that?
Good, yeah. Yeah, we cocked up the end, to be honest. We had a little spin. It was like a 90 right through a gate, and we went 90 right at the first gate, but it was actually the second gate. So there was a marshal just going like that at us. So, hey, but yeah, it was good.
Marshals, co-drivers, they'll tell you which way to go.
As long as there's pointing, we'll be good. Yeah, so yeah, no, enjoying it.
Enjoyed the adventure this year. You've done selected rounds.
Yeah, mainly gravel stuff. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully do a bit more next year. Maybe.
Tom Hind going to show us what you can do on tarmac next year.
Maybe. Yeah, might join you at Cadwell or Donington.
That would be good. We'll see you at Cadwell. Mark Jones, Mick Monday. Well, the story started last night for the Mini Rally Challenge, didn't they? But you guys have been having fun out there today.
Well, it succeeded. They're out, which is really good news. And we've had a lovely nature tour around the lake. Saw some nice ospreys. The trout looked great.
Good look inside somebody's boot earlier as well, didn't you?
We did. They did incredibly well, and we both nearly went off the bend after they overtook us. So yeah, really good fun.
Cheers.
Thanks, James.
Guy Butler now chasing on the road section. Jacob Neal, Russell Thompson. Guy runs this Mini Rally Challenge Championship, and he looked extremely stressed last night trying to find a solution for Andrew Downward, which he managed to do eventually. Fab story. Julian Fouquet, Julia Perry alongside in this 150 here. Behind them, 1984 World Rally Champion, Stig Blomqvist. Julian, it's not often you're going to have a World Rally Champion behind you in the mirrors.
No, it's not. It's quite funny actually because well, we got a puncture earlier, which was you know, a bit of a shame, but
I think they call that character building.
yeah. I mean, it was going great. I was like, yeah, we got this. We got the puncture. I was like, how much till the end? Julia was like 11 pages, and then I was like, oh, maybe we should pull over. Then I turned. They didn't turn. I was like, yeah, we're pulling over. But yeah, it's interesting having Stig behind us as well because
Well, you're now swapped. It's not in your mirrors anymore. You're following him. Enjoy.
oh well. Thank you.
Julian Fouquet, Julia Perry alongside. Just the media for the Mini Rally Challenge. Was it big boy pans we said?
No, when I thought
Well, that's for next year, isn't it?
yeah, it's going to. I just need to finish here. But first stage we had no intercom at all, so we drove that blind. So that was fun. It was just a bit back to the old days. And in that stage there, the stage 2, we got a front puncture a mile in for the long one, so we had to stop and change it. So we're well down, but we just need to go for the finish now.
Time hasn't dropped through from this one actually, but you were 5th or 6th after the second one.
That's a surprise then. But we'll give it a push in the last one, see how we get on.
Enjoy. Tom and Sue Hind. You can probably gather from the conversations as the rear bumper trim's hanging off that Mini. You can probably gather from the conversations that we're having with them how much fun these guys have all had. And that is the name of the game. Glorious sights on your screen. The 15.4 mile Clerkenwell stage and this 3.9 mile Brenig stage. Very picturesque. In the lovely Welsh sunshine, it does not feel like end of October, almost November, which, to be honest, the Cambrian normally does. So we'll take it. Your CV might not read like the other Mini up there, but I tell you what, you're both having fun out there on those stages.
We're giving it a go. We're not as quick as Mr. Blomqvist, but we're never going to be, are we?
These stages look fantastic for a historic Mini.
They are, except Clerkenwell was really rough and wet and slippy, really rutted in some places. But when you're flying top gear, you just got to focus on what's in front, not the trees. So yeah, we're having fun. That's what we're here for.
What do you think? How nice is it to see historic Minis out rallying in iconic stages? We've seen plenty of Minis over the years here, haven't we? Rob Clark, Richard Burdett, second ever rally, did the Nicky Grist, and also joined us at the historic Rally Festival this year in that little classic Mini. Take nothing away from him, like he says, you wouldn't expect to be anywhere near Stig Blomqvist, would you? We didn't get a chance to catch up with Stig actually at the end of that stage. We will try at the end of 7. It would be nice to have a quick word with him on the coverage, wouldn't it? Paul Morris alongside. Martin, this used to be about the only rally you do in a season, but you've added a few more this year.
We have, yeah. We're doing all right this year. And we've got Alton Park next weekend, but in that seat. So.
Not your usual shakedown for Alton Park. How was the stages?
Yeah, they're good. They're really good, actually. I'm enjoying them. It's quite slippy out there. Clerkenwell will be fun, second pass.
Yep.
But no, it's good, isn't it?
Well, the sun's still shining, that's the main thing.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Could always be slipperier. He's got Wile E. Coyote there, tie-wrapped to his roll cage, Martin Pendlebury. Yvonne Walton alongside in the little polo. Interesting that the ruts are already showing in Clerkenwell. It's a long stage. You've got to bounce around. I remember doing it in a little micro like this one back in 2009, and by the end of the day you are picking your way through the stage, such is the nature of a forest rally. It's always been that way, but they are in extremely good condition. Win, nice day for a spot of driving in classic Welsh forests.
Yeah, it's fantastic actually. Very slippy, but it's really good. yeah, it's our first forest rally ever, so yeah, it's a good one.
You picked a small one to start then.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, we had a few slides, but we're getting to know what it feels like to have mud inside the wheel, and it feels like a puncture. So yeah, we're just getting used to all that, and we need some fuel.
Fuel's important. Enjoying it mainly?
Oh, it's brilliant. It's fantastic. Yeah, really good speed.
Keep going. We'll see you at 7. Win Lloyd, Ian Jones, first ever forest rally in that little micro. Makes an interesting point, actually. It is very different when you do have gravel and mud picking up in the wheels. If you've ever stood in a rally service area, you will see just how much mud comes out of the wheels as well. Look at this. Paul Ellis, Ian Nichols. Last did the Cambrian in 2016. Actually got a fairly decent result in the 1400s. This little Skoda 130L Estelle in almost X-Works colours. We've all had a Matchbox one of these. You've got the real thing.
Well, you could say that, yeah. It's great fun. You don't have to have a lot of power to have fun.
It looks great. Last time you did the Cambrian in 2016, so bit of a time out of this, but...
Engine in the front then, yeah, engine in the front. Yeah, so we swapped ends now, yeah. Yeah, it's still great fun. I mean, fantastic event to do, so... And the weather, you can't beat it, can you? So.
Why a Skoda Estelle?
I bought this 25 years ago, and I thought I must do something about this.
That'll do. Look at it. What a smart little rally car. Little 1280, 1285 is it CC engine. Tapping away in the back there. And that rear engine Skoda. Geraint Williams, Liam Jones, who were pushing on well through the Clocainog stage. I didn't catch them on the screen, you would have done, through this Brenig stage. Just sorting something out at the stage end here. Luke Watts, Mark Twynham. Pulling up behind them in the stage stop. Is that nothing more sinister than just putting your helmets away in the boot?
No, nothing. No, everything's good.
You were nicely sideways through Clocainog when we saw you.
Was I? Yeah. I don't remember. I know I had off on stage 1. Last corner of stage 1, we went off on that. Otherwise, no, it's okay. Yeah, we get in there. Get into grips with it.
Little squirt. How are we?
Not too bad, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good out there.
Tell me about those stages.
Struggled in Alcy, very slippy, hard to get a rhythm, but last 2 are quite nice and looking forward to our win as well now. Yeah.
What's the plan for today? Because this car was new for you this year.
Still just trying to learn a little bit, try and push on as much as we can really, but got one eye behind us as well, so yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. It's all about the final round. It's all about the points in the class in the Fuchs Lubricants bronze start. Luke and Mark jumping into that car today. It's a BRC day for Will Mains, though. How was that?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I used to fish here, international fisherman, so it's lovely to go around in a rally.
It's a beautiful location, isn't it?
Oh, it's lovely, yeah. Can't help looking at the lake, though.
You need to not look at the lake and keep your eye on the road. You were going well through Clocainog when I saw you.
There we are, good, yeah. We're doing all right. Keep it like this, we'll be fine.
Here we go. Will Mains, Thomas Whittle. Will used to fish here on the lake in Brenig. That must be a nice way to spend your morning. Not quite as nice as doing this on your morning. All right, Chris, how was that?
I'm good, thanks to you.
Yeah, how was the stage?
I'm enjoying it today. Nice and steady to try and keep this...
What's the panic?
Huh?
Panic.
What's the panic?
I thought you said you've only got 5 minutes.
Yeah, also for the next stage.
I'm not going to keep talking for 5 minutes, pal. What's the plan today?
Just keep it tidy, keep it safe. Let's try and finish this year on a good one, not a bad one, because we've had too many. Yeah.
Away we go.
Thank you.
Enjoy. Cheers. Said earlier, Chris and Rob have been getting quicker and quicker this season. But as yet, nobody has been on the pace of this front 2. Not consistently, anyway. It's going to be one of those days you can only do what you can do.
Have you seen the times?
I haven't from this one, no.
I'm doing everything I can.
You're still in the lead.
Yeah.
And it's quite a lead as well.
Ooh, keep it going. Big rev on this afternoon.
Yeah.
Hopefully back to service now. Just keep it together, really. To be fair, we're going all right. She's
You
having.
can only control your part in this title fight.
She is having a bloody hiding today, I can tell you that. But there we are. It's all good fun. Have a good day, chaps.
It could be a title for Ashley Francis Adams. He's leading the way at the moment. But it all depends on what Nige and Kaz Jenkins can do. Try telling Nige Jenkins that he can win this title from second.
Well, don't know, we'll see. Things ain't going quite to plan at the minute, but we're still going. We gotta go.
It's been one of the closest fights in the Fuchs Lukens Bronze Star that we have seen for many a season. 3 wins apiece coming into this final round. Nigel and Kaz Jenkins can take the title by finishing the rally in the position they are currently in. But Ashley Francis Adams, as you heard, is going to give that micro a good hiding today. After 3, Nigel and Kaz showing ahead. So Ashley Francis Adams started the day leading the Fuchs Lubricants 1400s here in the Bronze Star in the Pro Tire BTRDA. 3 stages in, that lead switched round. So 1 more stage left for the Mini Rally Challenge crews. Four more for everybody else. Lee Stant says, cider, no doubt. It's my reference, just catching up with some of your comments to the fact that the Motorsport Lounge tonight at the post-Cambrian rally party is stocking the special stage Tuts Clump proper cider. Of course it is. What a way to round out the season. A hell of a time through stage 3 from Nigel and Kaz Jenkins. Chris Ingram, Alex Kiorani, you've seen through already then, leading the way here on the overall leaderboard. 1.3 seconds ahead of Will Crichton and Liam Regan. That'll make it very tight as far as the BRC is concerned, with Chris's score in hand and Crichton's joker yet to be played here at the final round. Orshan Price, Rodri Evans, who will see through after Ingram. 7.9 back from the lead at this stage. We'll get reaction from them at the end of this stage. Orshan next through this stage then, in the Fiesta Rally 2. An outside chance at the BRC title here, the final round for him. If you're just tuning in, thank you for spending your Saturday with us. We've got action from 2 stages with drones and cameras in Clocainog, cameras in 3 here in Brenig, and we're at the stage end with reaction from our drivers. This is the official Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Championship stream, and if you're watching on the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship page, it is the official coverage for the Welsh Championship as well, and we're bringing you action from all of the crews on this rally. There's the man chasing hard in second, just over a second behind after the 15.4 miler. Patrick O'Donovan, Jack Morton showing us retired with a mechanical issue in stage 1. Really disappointed not to have seen them through the stage. We heard that Roskell had a roll and put the car on the roof, but we were just sort of debating that because he went through the stage. Very delayed, but we couldn't see any obvious damage from the camera positions. Gary Pearce and Dan Barrett then, the first of the crews into this stage. Are the BRC crews. Tom Cave pushing hard, as you can see through this third stage. Brenig just So while we wait for the first of the BRC crews through, and you see Myron Evans through the stage, just to remind you, Nigel Kaz Jenkins currently 44.9 seconds ahead of Ashley Francis Adams. And Mark Ammons, Chris Bush behind, having a good push today. We'll get reaction from Chris as he and Alex clear the third stage. This stage would have seemed like a a walk in the park compared to the previous one. We heard some of the Mini Rally Challenge competitors saying how strange it was to be in a 3.9 miler after the 15 miles. Chris just pulling over briefly. Got to get to the next stage, the road section between here and Alwyn. Very short. Let's see what Washington did through here. Austria was a 4:13 to Chris's 4:07. You've got an outside shot of this, you're just going to push all day, aren't you?
Well, things aren't clicking today, unfortunately. Just not our day, but it is what it is. We're still here. Still
4:13 through there, 6 off Chris. It's not that bad.
6 slower. Yeah, we made way too many mistakes in it, so I can see why.
You would have seen from the BRC social media that there are 4 men in with the hunt of that title here at the final round. Interestingly, Ingram and Alex Kirani do seem to have some kind of issue here at the finish. There's a puncture on the Yaris, perhaps. It looks like they may be changing the wheel. But explain why Chris was in a hurry to pull over and get that sorted. Car sat on a jack. What can you do from here, Gary?
What's that, sorry?
What can you do from here?
Look, I think we're in our own little battle, maybe 4th to 6th, very, very close. So yeah, quite enjoying it, and it's nice to be back in the fight. Not ideal, we're a bit over. You know, the boys in front are obviously on a massive mission, but look, we're enjoying what we're doing.
See you soon. Gary Pearson, Dan Barrett, a former triple champion in the BTRDA, the Welsh and the Scottish, a couple of years ago. Won't be adding the BRC to that title CV this season. Bodywork flapping on Tom Cave's polo here into the finish. Last year's rally winner. Pulling the front wing off the car somewhat. Tom Cavedale furnished not in the BRC hunt this year, but certainly pushing for defending that rally win that they took here on the Cambrian in 2023. James Giddings then, who did have a bit of smoke coming from the Evo 9, is still leading the Welsh Championship cruise at this stage. Myron, what a day to go rallying in Wales.
Yeah, the weather's not too bad in it, but it's a tricky stage, that one. You know, I've never done it before, but the grip was completely different to the other two, so we're getting it step by step.
Second of the Castrol Yaris's. Myron Evans with head of rallies at Motorsport UK, Jonathan Jackson alongside. So James Giddings, Alan Davies currently leading the way in the Welsh Championship Cruise at the moment. After stage 2, Clogcainog, we'll see them shortly through here. Johnny Greer, Niall Burns. So James Giddings does need to stay ahead of Matthew Hurst and Declan Deer here as far as the Welsh Championship is concerned. Alan Davies alongside. If he can improve on his overall score with at least a podium, and Matt Hurst is outside of a victory here at the Cambrian, the title will be theirs before we head to the final round at the Whitey. There's obviously a bit of a cut going on, isn't there, on that right-hand corner. Tom Cave and now Matthew Hurst, both with modifications to the bodywork. Is there a point to prove here at the final round, Matt?
Not really, no, we're just out to enjoy ourselves. We have got damage, so I'm going to have to shoot off and
Fight for the Welsh as well this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely, we just need a good score, keep it neat, but that's...
Matt Hurst, Declan Deer, got to check out the damage to the front corner. It does look, says the expert from the opposite side of the car, like cosmetic damage. As you can see, the car seems to be absolutely fine. Whatever they did, Tom Cave did a similar thing. You heard him, he's relaxed. These are great stages, Max.
Yeah, it's cool. It's nice to be on some XWRC stages from Rally GB, so yeah, enjoying it.
Yeah. What's the plan today?
Well, we wanted to push for a podium, but we had a spin this morning that cost us kind of 30 seconds, so we're just playing catch up now, so we'll see how close we can get, and then hopefully they make a mistake.
Good, it sounds like we'll have an entertaining day watching Max McRae on the stage. It's damn limitation. Just making some time back up. Colin Minton struggling, having a 3-point turn there on your screen at the hairpin. Russ, it's all eyes on those points now for the next runner-up spot.
Yeah, we're yeah, that's the plan. But we've got to finish in the top 3 if Matt's leading, which I think he is now. So we don't really know where we are.
Times aren't coming through quickly.
No. So yeah, no, keep going like we are. Really, we're pushing hard, but there's some tricky bits, and
You've led the Gold Star at times this season, and I know you're not going to be wholly satisfied with not taking the top spot, but it's been a good season.
Oh yeah, it's been great. Yeah, we really enjoyed pushing this car hard.
I want you to push it hard again now. It's time to go.
All right, cheers.
Russ Thompson, Steve Link. You heard him. He enjoys pushing that car hard, and boy, does he push it hard. Daniel, what do we do here?
Oh, we are great. We had a bad SS1, went off and something, but we are enjoying very much. It's lovely.
Big fight back now then.
I don't know about that. Enjoy it a lot. Smile more.
The car is hot, you can see. Daniel Sigurdsson, Asta Sigurdottir have shown us some real pace in the Pro Tyre BTRDA this season. It went Fiesta, Skoda, and now Volkswagen in that order. They seem to have found their feet in that Polo GTI R5. We're looking forward to seeing what they can do with a full championship push. And selected rounds so far. Liam Clark in 6th place on the overall leaderboard at this stage. Liam, you're fighting in the middle of the top 10 at the minute. The pace is hot out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quick. Like we got further than we got last year, so that's a start, isn't it? But yeah, we're just here today to have fun. There's no real pressure, so we'll just try to learn the car a bit more and see where we're at the end.
You've certainly learned it a bit this year. Emily, your mum says hi. Hi, mum. Elliot Payne, Patrick Walsh had that puncture on the 2nd stage through Clerkennog, and you can see the damage to the front right corner. No pressure on you boys today. Here to have fun.
It was a good stage, was it, actually. I really enjoyed it, but the 2nd stage we didn't go quite to plan.
The damage is from a puncture, yeah?
Yeah, we had a puncture, so I think we're about 6 miles from end.
It's a champion's drive, but without the pressure for our 2024 BTRDA Gold Star champs, Elliot Payne and Patrick Walsh. But you could see the quite extensive damage on the front right from the puncture that they had through the 15.4 mile stage of Clerkennog. Still 2.4 seconds clear though through that stage of Matthew Hurst was Elliot. We're now in the Hyundai, Hugh.
Yeah, really good. Stages are fantastic. Loving it.
Great to see Hugh and Rob out in that orange Amplifiers Hyundai. Normally we see James Williams, Ross Whittock in that car, of course. It's the car that took the fastest stage time on the ERC round, Rally Ceredigion on the 2nd stage, before they unfortunately put it on the roof a stage after. But it's great to see the car out. James pacing like a madman, he said to me earlier. Itching to be in the car, but delighted to have the car out and the sponsors out on the classic North Welsh stages here at the Cambrian. James Giddings putting in the 7th fastest time for the Interclub Rally through this 3rd Brenig stage. Crucially for him, 10 off Matthew Hurst. James with perhaps a small problem here. It's all about that championship fight for the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. Hurst knows he needs the win to keep the title alive. Nice to have Ollie O'Donovan with us, former British Rallycross champion. Based on the times we've got on the stage, I do think that Hurst is leading the Welsh Championship Cruise, although that's not coming up on the leaderboard. If you're watching that leaderboard, you'll be seeing the same thing as me, but the times for Hurst put him in the lead of the Welsh at this stage. Well, it looks like you're having fun out there.
I'm enjoying it, yeah. We're not very fast, but we are having fun.
Very sideways, though.
Yeah, a lot of sideways, a lot of the magic wand here in action.
What happened to Patrick?
It's actually a water pump in the end, so I just pulled over.
I saw the test he did the other day. It looked frantic.
I know, it's a pity because I want him to get the mileage really, you know, but there you go.
I know you'd give him the car if you could. Ollie O'Donovan. I mean that as well. If he could, he really would give Patrick the car so he could get the miles in. Patrick has just taken the British Rallycross Championship. And whenever he comes out on a rally, he's pretty quick, that is for sure. Dan, out to prove yourself against which leaderboard today?
Just we're against ourselves today, really. That's all we're here for. I mean, we struggled in the first two. That one felt a lot better now, so it's started to come back to me a little bit. We're a bit rusty.
These are good stages. You have done them, but a while ago.
No, I've never been in here before. Never done Cambrian before, so yeah, it's an interesting one to be coming back to. Brilliant.
Right, we'll see how you go then. I went back a few years and saw that it had been at least a while since Dan was here, and certainly wouldn't have been in a Rally 2 Fiesta. See if we can quick look at what's happening with James Giddings. What's happened?
Don't know. His engine got very hot up to like 120 degrees, and there's a bit of oil. Yeah.
Keeping the championship title fight alive to the final round then for you at this stage, isn't it?
I know. Not the right time for this, but yeah, just.
It does keep it going to the wide end, though, even if you don't manage to get this going, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. I mean, because of the drop scores, obviously we had to see how we got on today, but we needed a good result, really. But yeah, I mean, the wide end could still be, well, we were hoping it would still be all to play for by then. Yeah.
We'll have to work out the scores, but for now, James Giddings, Alan Davies don't look like they're going very far, very fast. Johan Lloyd, Sean Williams. Have we left something in the boot of the Evo? I'm not quite sure. But a very dejected James Giddings, who needed a good score from today. I do think, based on very rough points calculations I did before the event, that takes him to the final round against Matthew Hurst for the title. As we mentioned at the start of the show, 14 crews currently in with at least a mathematical chance of the Welsh Championship. How was that?
Yeah, it's the trickiest actually of them all. The surface was changing the whole time and found it was hard to get grip, but we tidy enough run through. What did we get? 444. So what did Lloyd get? Okay, that's perfect.
Interesting that everybody's saying that it was tricky through there. Craig Rail saying it was the trickiest one of the lot. Very slippery past the lake here. You can stop and ask Johan himself what he got through there. We're not. I've got the BRC times in front of me at the moment. Elliot Payne, despite those issues earlier on, still 2.4 seconds ahead of Matthew Hurst through this third stage. Daniel Sigurdsson said that he was getting back into things, wasn't he, after having a few issues earlier on, and was having a big push. He, at the moment, exactly 2 seconds slower than Matthew Hurst through this third stage, this 3.9 mile stage of Brenig. And Ross Thompson, further 1.5 seconds behind in the B13 Evo. Liam Clark, Emily Easton Page, just 0.4 of a second behind. And you can see that James Giddings was slow at 7th, fastest through this stage in the Interclub leaderboards. Nice stages to be fighting on out there, right?
Yeah, good. Yeah, just struggling a bit for traction, but yeah, happy enough.
Just through that one?
Yeah, 41 or something.
That seems to be the stage. Coming off the 15.4 mile stage of Clochainog, Brenig just seems to be the red herring for them all, doesn't it? Don't forget, get involved with the coverage today. Comment on whichever stream you are watching on. We'll put you in the draw to win one of the Rallying is Life t-shirts. The leaderboard's a little bit all over the place today, unfortunately. Makes it very difficult to follow the story at the moment. Cliff Evans and the Avenger is splitting Chris Ingram and Liam and Will Crichton, which really isn't the case. But Will Crichton showing us 14.1 seconds down on the overall rally lead at this stage. Hugh Hunter, Rob Fagg still hanging in there in 10th place. First of the BTRDA crews on the leaderboard. Elliot Payne, our Gold Star champion, with Patrick Walsh alongside in 7th. And in 11th, just outside that overall rally top 10, Liam Clark, Emily Easton Page. In a bit of a rally of his own today, just watching the times behind him slightly up here. Big hope for James Giddings he can get going again, because at the moment he's showing us 12th on the overall leaderboard. You see Neil Roskell pushing very hard. Car getting very sideways by the lake here in Brenig through this third stage of the day. Roskell switching from Asphalt, where he took his runner-up spot yet again for the third time in the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. Adam Durston-Hillier stepping up from the micro into this Evo. How's that gone?
Not too bad, not too bad. Clochainog was better. That was a little bit bitty. Not quite got the rhythm, but perfectly fine. Still here, really happy.
Still here, 3 down. It's a bit of a shock to the system, a 3.9 miler after that long one through clock, isn't it?
Yeah, you never quite get into the groove, and the surface change does affect things dramatically. You just about got yourself dialed in for gravel, and then there's a little bit of tarmac, and you're not quite sure where you are. But hey, it's the same for everyone.
We'll see you at the end of 7.
Thank you.
Carl McBride, Darren Mullen, then you can see there in the Peugeot 208 Rally 4, one of the Stellantis Cup cars in the BRC, missing front bumper through stage 3. Ewan Roberts Jr., Daniel Jones. Came 3rd in the Welsh Championship on last year's Cambrian. Currently showing us 3rd again if Matthew Hurst's times drop through. You're right up there in the fight yet again.
Yeah, it's going quite good. So just trying to keep momentum because there's so just many corners that are sharp. You can just carry a lot of momentum through those. So I think that's what I'm gaining. But it's not without its few hits. Yeah. It's like we've hit a couple of bales.
We could see the dent in the door. So third in the Welsh Championship on last year's Cambrian, and obviously as far as the points are concerned, you're going to need the same again here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for, and just basically try and get the two-wheel drive, so I can try and win my uncle's memory trophy. So that's what I'm aiming for.
There's his aim, but it's never just about the two-wheel drive. For two-wheel drive drivers, they do like to be described as giant killers and put in the performances in that Escort G3. It's no stranger to a few of those. Apologies for the leaderboards being a bit disjointed and all over the place. It's probably a product of having so many different leaderboards all feeding in and the times coming in from different rallies. One of my bugbears, it has to be said. How was that?
All right, we've got a bit of trouble with the steering that's towing out, so we're not, and the brake bias isn't working.
Got the confidence in it.
Yeah, it's all right, but we know it's what it's doing, so it's just not ideal. But we're keeping going and having a good time. So.
Big smile on your face, Rob.
Yeah, always try and have one of them sometimes.
Here we go. Robert Goff, Jez Rogers. Took the BTRDA Historic Cup by storm a couple of seasons ago. Again with Paul Morris alongside, who is with Stig Blomqvist this weekend. Jez Rogers now in the car, struggling with setup. Rob, I've not got the BRC times in front of me, but you looked okay through that?
Yeah, okay. No dramas, just sensible.
I think that's the plan for the day, isn't it?
Definitely, yep.
One of those days where on stages like these, no drama and keeping things sensible. Can see you climbing the leaderboard. We will bring you reaction from as many of the BRC crews as we can as well, but our story today is of the Pro Tyre BTRDA and indeed the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. Neil Roskell then having a tough morning. We did hear that the car had been on its roof, and it does look like the roof is slightly crumpled actually, hence the delay of him coming through, but he was certainly pushing hard through this one just then, probably proving what a few have said, that it is pretty slippery. A tough old morning for you out there, Neil.
It's definitely different than Mull anyway, that's for sure. Yeah, I've had a roll on the last bend of the first stage, and then I've had a near off on the second one, but I'm just calming it down really. And that
fair play though, a roll and straight back out.
Yeah, I've got to keep going now, and it's like get the points and learn now, innit, for the rest of it. But yeah, I just need to push a bit harder, I think.
Well, you're pushing plenty hard through there. I managed to catch a little bit where you were really sideways by the lake.
I wasn't fast enough because you caught me, didn't you? You managed to see me. But no, it's brilliant. Yeah, I just got to get this car tidied up, get back into service after this one, and re-go.
Nice to see our Pro Tyre asphalt runner-up smiling and enjoying his experience despite the issues today. You can see the ND Civils Fiesta Rally 2. It's done some work this year, hasn't it, that car? And looking pretty second-hand as well. But still smiling. And this is the Carl McBride missing the front bumper. Not sure where the issue occurred. Quite an eventful day out there so far, isn't it? Carl understandably wanting to get out of the stage and onto Alwyn. If you're just tuning in, welcome to coverage of the Pro Tyre BTRDA Rally Series and the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. It is the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally, and we're at the end of the third stage of the day, Brenig stage. You've got action on your screens from Clocainog and from Brenig. The running order for today, the Mini Rally Challenge up until stage 4, so we won't see them on our live coverage again today. Followed by the 1400s in reverse seeded order. And then the main field, which also includes the British Rally Championship crews incorrect seeded order as they appear on your entry list. So the results now showing that Elliot Payne is 17 minutes off the rally lead. I shouldn't be smiling, because clearly he's not. But that is what we're showing on the results at the minute. Matthew Hurst currently showing us in the lead, with Liam Clark 1 minute 22 behind. Slippery through there.
Yeah, it's slippy enough through there. We took it a wee bit cautious just at the start. We had a real big moment over a jump on the last one, and the car just didn't feel right after, but it feels okay in there. So I don't know what to do.
No one knows really what to do at this point. Joseph Kelly, one of the Stellantis Cup competitors in the BRC in the 208 Peugeot. We haven't got the BRC times in front of us. Sure, that puncture would not have cost Elliot Payne 17 minutes. There we go. 32.4 behind Matthew Hurst now. Like you've been working hard in there.
It was.
It was a short one.
Really short, yeah, but it was hard work. Yeah, that was good though. Enjoyed it.
Sideways.
Yeah, very, very slippy, but no, it was good. Enjoyed it. Yeah.
What's the plan today?
See where we can go.
There's days where you can measure up against, you can pick your leaderboard.
Yeah, everywhere you look, fast cars, but no, just get around and some fun. It's always the way for us, but yeah, it's what we do.
It's what we do. Everywhere you look, fast cars. I like that from Darren Martin. He's not wrong either. There are fast cars everywhere you look. Peter Johnson alongside in that Fiesta R5 today. So leaderboard, it's like it's shaping up a little bit now. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer currently leading by 32.4 seconds to Elliot Payne and Patrick Walsh. Liam Clark, Emily Easton Page, 1 minute 22 off the lead, 50 seconds back from Payne in third place. Then Dan Sigurdsson, Asta Sigurdottir in the Polo in fourth behind them. This is after Alwyn, stage 4, so we're still waiting for the times to drop through, but that's also how they shaped up after the last one.
Afternoon.
Work, how is that? I know you love these stages, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's like the back of my hand. You know, I keep smacking that occasionally when I'm catching flies. Lovely. Thanks. We got to go. Cheers, guys.
Will Gooding, 2016 Group N Welsh champion, does love these stages, has done them on the WRC a few times over the years, a few being the understatement of today, probably. Was 9th in the Welsh leaderboard on last year's Cambrian Rally as well.
How are you doing?
Paul, you happy?
Yeah, good, yeah, I'm enjoying it, to be fair. Spinning the one before that one, I think Horace would have done all right, I think, yeah.
It's long enough, no one will have noticed.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. It's good, though, really. I enjoyed that. Only short, but yeah, really good. Yeah, it's good.
Where were your targets set today?
I don't know, just do your own thing, really, innit?
Hard to say, isn't it, with such a leaderboard?
Yeah, it usually comes back and bites you, doesn't it? So I'll just keep it to myself.
I don't mind you going bold on it. Paul Thompson, Josh Davison, that car smells hot. The smell of hot mud on a rally car is the one thing we can't bring you. And we're bringing you this live coverage, which is a shame. Maybe technology will advance at some point and we can. Who knows? So James Giddings still showing as running at the moment. Heading to the next stage. So hopefully, we will still see that fight play out in the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. Here at the penultimate round, to remind you, the Wydeen is up next. It's the season finale for the Welsh crews, so it isn't all over for whatever happens here. Although, if Matthew Hurst doesn't take victory, and James Giddings has a particularly good afternoon, I think that title could get sewn up here. Will, how's that?
Oh, absolutely brilliant. I'm having a ball. Really, really good.
I caught you slightly through that stage. You look nice and sideways by the leg.
Yeah, it's totally different to the tarmac. Honestly, I'm sliding everywhere. I feel like I'm going off every corner. So, but
driver's nodding. You got to go.
We got to go. Take care.
Will Rowlands, Emir Hall. Ken knows these stages well. It's Jonathan Jones, Oshan Owen. Last time they did the Cambrian here in the Welsh Rally Championship was 2 years ago, 2022. Did the Gold Star and the Welsh. They were 14th in the Gold Star, 11th in the Welsh. Back here this year in the Evo 10. But it won't surprise you to know, with the issues we've had with the leaderboard, not actually showing on the leaderboard at the minute. What a sight this is. Richard Keane, Alan Hayward. They were just outside the top 10 in the Welsh crews on last year's Cambrian. Just when I'm talking about how disappointing it is not to see WRC cars, one comes out of the blue. It's a great thing to see out there on these stages.
It's great to drive one. You know, we've had a little problem, like the starter motor didn't work on the way to start, but seems to have recovered.
Top 10 in the Welsh leaderboard today is probably a fair target.
I don't know. If the starter motor holds up, then we finish. That's number one priority. Everything else is a bonus.
Number one priority is to get this Focus World Rally car to the end. Just look at that. What a sight a world car is. We haven't seen Tony Simpson, Glenn Thomas for some time on our coverage. Good to see him back out in the Seacon UK Fiesta. Well, it's good to see you back out on the stages on our coverage.
It's been a little bit busy, hasn't it, this? But it's good to be back. It's a long time since I've drove the rally car. And I'm having moments where it reminds me that it's biting me a couple of times. I've had a couple of nips.
You did these stages when they were in the WRC, didn't you?
I did, yeah, which were just mega, but my recollection, I'm struggling to recall the DVD from this week, let alone driving them again, but no, it's good to be back out in the car, and yeah, let's just get it to the end, I think.
Glenn's checking his watch, you gotta go.
Gotta go.
Cheers, guys. Tony Simpson, Glenn Thomas. As he says, did these stages in the World Championship. Big supporter of what we do here at Special Stage and rallying in general. Spends his working days sorting logistics, moving cars around the world for M Sport, among others. Lots of spectators down here at the finish. It's a nice atmosphere, actually, for a... bear in mind we're on the stop line, not actually in the stage. And the spectators can get in the stage. There's a few people just enjoying watching the crews come through the finish here. A few tuned into the live coverage. Just trying to piece together the leaderboard. But as far as the Pro Tyre BTRDA Gold Star is concerned, Matthew Hurst, Declan Deere, lead the way at the moment. 33 seconds. Forgot. Time starting to drop in for Alwyn as well. Yeah, 32.4 seconds after the fourth stage, ahead of Elliot Payne. Patrick Walsh, who had that puncture in stage 2. Hurst said he didn't have a point to prove today. I'm not so sure. John, the car's very hot.
Car's very hot. It's a short road section, so I have to be. But
all good though.
It was good, yes. Very slippy. A lot of mud in the road and very slippy. We've had to take care today, so.
He's taking care, but he's getting that car nice and hot, and it's a short road section to Alwyn to complete the morning loop of stages here at the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally. We miss them through this stage end. Matthew Stroud, Josh Carr might have had an issue if that was the car that I caught on the coverage briefly there. But we didn't see Colin Griffiths, Mark Morgan through, but they've, at the moment, got themselves up into 6th place on the overall Pro Tyre BTRDA leaderboard. But the fight for the Fuchs Lubricants Bronze Star, which of course is a title fight today. Again, Ashley Francis Adams, Mark Hammond's doing everything that they can. They're currently leading the way in the Bronze Star. 8.6 seconds ahead of Nigel and Kaz Jenkins, 4 stages in after Alwyn, heading into the afternoon loop. Before that, there's a very important service halt. And actually, at the moment, they are 7th overall. Ashley Francis Adams and Mark Ammons in the 1400 in the Gold Star BTRDA leaderboard. Great to see the 1400s. The fight being so close yet again. Something that we've enjoyed over the years and took a bit of a lull. Right, so the times now are coming through for the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship competitors. At the moment, Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer showing as being in the lead by 1 minute 24.9 to Russ Thompson, Stephen Link. Of course, an overall winner in the Welsh Championship this year, Russ Thompson. Colin Griffiths, Mark Morgan in 3rd in the Subaru. Then it's Martin Andrews, Steve Greenhill behind him. 0.1 of a second behind, though. Those two battling it out in the 2 Imprezas. It's David Tomlin. And then 6th and 7th, the 2 1400s battling it out for Bronze Star honours in the BTRDA. Ashley Francis Adams. And sorry, it's not. It's Luke Watts. Nigel and Kaz not registered for Welsh here. No sign of James Giddings at the moment in that lineup. Have we lost James Giddings? That's after 4, Alwyn. We lost James Giddings after that issue they had here. That's the question. No, at the moment, Lee Ashbury in the Historic Cup Mark II, Giles Armitage, Josh Rhodes in the Rally First 205 GTI. We've already taken that title for this season. Are the only 2 showing on the retirements list. We also lost Patrick O'Donovan on the National Rally leaderboard with a mechanical issue with the water pump, Ollie was saying, wasn't he, in the first stage of the day. Following the BRC title fight today, Chris Ingram, Alex Kirani are doing everything that can be expected of them in that Castrol Yaris Rally 2. Currently 5 seconds ahead of Will Crichton, Liam Regan. Oshan Price, Rodri Evans, again, doing everything they can. That's all they can do. Oshan said he was going to push hard as long as he was in the fight. Found himself as an outside contender for the BRC title coming into this. Same for newly crowned Irish tarmac champion Keith Cronin, who hasn't come through here, has he? It's been a while.
Hello, mate. How are we?
How was that?
Very good, Paul. To be honest with you, I've been out of rallying for about 4 years, and this is only my third event, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm back. I'm just, I hope I'm just going to get a full season next year. But this is so different to the car that I've been driving. This is the thing that I'm finding most difficult. Whilst I'm sure everybody loves them, getting used to from a H pattern to that's where I'm struggling most. And the car itself is just so accurate on the bends. It's lovely.
Sounds like Team Rally Nuts is back in the game.
Absolutely, yeah, of course we are, of course we are, of course we are.
Paul Bonus of Rally Nuts fame. There's the damage to the back of that Escort that we mentioned. What on earth did you do there, Matt? We saw that.
Oh, here? No, that was in the previous stage.
Yeah, we saw the damage in this stage. Wonder what you done.
Right, yeah. Just came crossed up into like a junction with a gate on it. Couldn't get it out of the ruts, and it just corrected us, and we went again. But we've given it a bit of pain today. We've had a puncture in the first one as well, so it's sort of steering itself around the stages now. Trying to make it back to service.
Yeah. All right, good luck.
All right, buddy.
Matt's got to get that car back to service, see what he can do. Josh Carr alongside. His first season of rallying. Actually started on the lookout stages at Melbourne. Won't be rallying there again. We've lost that venue to rallying. Andy Davison is out in the second stage of the day in Clerkennog, meaning that the SilverStar is still up for grabs. Lewis Hooper, Ben Jemison, we're yet to see them through the stage end here at Brenig. But they have made it a very interesting year in the SilverStar. Podiums full of R5 cars, Rally 2 cars, overall in the Gold Star, and then the SilverStar. Everything from historics to R2 to four-wheel drives. How was that?
Yeah, good. A lot more grip than I thought there was in there. So we're trying to recover from a puncture on the first stage. So the day's getting better now.
You were literally the first person to say there's more grip to you there than you thought, but I suppose compared to having a puncture, that's going to feel like loads.
Well, that's right, but we've only got one spare, so I can't afford to get another one before service.
Good luck for the next one.
Thank you.
Alan Dixon, Martin Forrest. One puncture on board the car, that's a... Makes it very stressful, doesn't it, having had lots of crews with punctures through here so far. Relying on various updates from service and around the rally at the moment, just to keep track of some of the times, with the leaderboards being a little bit all over the place. I'm pleased to say that Elliot Payne is not indeed 17.5 minutes down, though, on Matthew Hurst. It was definitely a typo. Ollie O'Donovan then said he wasn't going as quick as he was hoping, with James Aldridge alongside in the Hyundai. We spoke to him a few minutes ago in the BRC. He's actually within the top 10. Hugh Hunter, Rob Fagg having a fantastic day. You can feel the energy inside that orange amplifier's Hyundai as well. They're in 8th place on the national rally on the BRC. Max McRae just hanging in there behind Oshan Price. There's a fair old gap to the podium. A podium full of drivers who all could take the title today, but as it stands, I think I would see Chris Ingram taking the title. It's not my championship to do the maths on, though, so I'll leave the BRC to do that one. We'll bring you reaction from the crews again through 7, by which point we should have a pretty good idea. But back to the Pro Tyre BTRDA. It looks like Jemison's also out in Clerkennog in the Chevette, which, if he makes it this far, would mean that Lewis Hooper has taken the SilverStar title for 2024. Bitter disappointment for Andy Davison in the Sunbeam. Ben Jemison in the Chevette, if so. And again, a title fight this season that really has delivered in the SilverStar. It's becoming one of the big prizes in British two-wheel drive rallying. Hooper's had a fantastic adventure since starting here in the Pro Tyre BTRD8. Winning the rally first, taking Bronze Star overall victories in a rally first car. And one of those drivers who we very credibly can describe as a giant killer every time out. Looks like his performances here this season would have been enough as well. But today, the performances of those around him would have helped him on his way to that SilverStar title. Colin Jenkins' day in the Welsh Championship going from bad to worse. Hitting a rock, now out of the rally. With 4 stages in to the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally, it is a rally which has delivered the optics, hasn't it, with these glorious North Wales stages. 15.4 miles of grueling Clocainog, and then the beautiful, picturesque Brenig. And here is the man who, at the moment, it's difficult to confirm, but at the moment, with things playing out on the stages, it looks like this is our SilverStar champion. Neil Cross, the chairman of the BTRDA, has messaged to say he also believes that to be the case. You got a big smile on your face. Do you know what I know?
No. How come?
It could be a SilverStar title for you 4 stages into this, Lewis.
That's what I was thinking. It's
Davison and Jemison both out.
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky in both in one stage, isn't it? But it was a long stage. It was a good stage for us. We enjoyed that one.
Look, I'll not get a reaction on that until we get to stage 7 later and we've got a bit more confirmed, but I can see the smile creeping out. You can't keep it off your face, can you?
Yeah.
If that's the case, regardless of however this day ended up, it was always going to have been a great season for you in this new car.
Well, yeah, it's been a good, a challenging year with a good battle against them two. Yeah, it'd be good.
Started with retirement and the Malcolm Wilson, didn't it? And there we are.
Yeah.
Look at that smile. I think he knows. We'll not confirm it just yet because we haven't got confirmation of it. Morning. How was that?
Yeah, really good. Really enjoyed that one. Yeah, I think we had a pretty good run, hopefully.
Slippery?
Slippery. The long one was pretty slippery, but we're enjoying it. Classic North Wales stages.
Classic North Wales stages. The man beside him has done that stage a few times over the years as well. That's not shut. Do have problems. Yeah, he can slam it, I can't. I never feel like I can slam people's doors. Will Graham, Robin Kellard alongside. Sam, great performance from you this season so far. 1 left to go in the Welsh. This is the last round of the BTRDA. What's the plan today?
The plan is to try and keep up with Lewis. Been second to him this year, so I think we beat him on stage 1. I don't know what the stage 2 result was, so fingers crossed for that.
These two battling in the R2 Rally Cup here in the BTRDA this season, and another young driver with James Seymour alongside who has really impressed us here in the BTRDA. Not forgetting, of course, that Liam Clark in that Rally 2 Fiesta was a product of the R2 Rally Cup here in the BTRDA. Slight issue with the car there?
Just a little bit. It's overheating. I got a sticky throttle at the minute, but I think we're going well at the minute as well. So for the first time driving it this morning, I think that's a good result so far.
I would agree. Good luck in stage 4.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, a sticky throttle and an overheating engine is not at all what Alfie Hammond and Harry Walshaw were looking for. Another product of the category ladder we have here in the BTRDA, Alfie. And you saw Wyn Hughes and David Davies in car 60 having to pull over and put the bonnet pin back in. Such a frustrating issue that. You stop and you know you're losing time as soon as that car stops. But you haven't got a choice when it comes to the bonnet flapping around in front of you. Yeah, last time Alfie was here, he was in 1400C in the Micra. He was 5th in the Bronze Star. That was 2 years ago. This year, he switched actually between a few different cars. But he comes here third junior in the R2 Rally Cup. And now, as you can see, he's stepping up into the B13 Subaru, and he's just a man you think that we could have in that fight next season, because the B13 class is another of those classes in the BTRDA that has ebbed and flowed a little bit over the last 10 years, but at the moment is in rude health with brilliant pace out front, rally winning pace out front, and almost championship winning pace as well. Yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna. Not gonna get much of a word, are we? From Martin. Martin Jones, Cleon Williams in the Nova with a big issue through there. I'm not going to hold you up, Martin. Where did it happen? Just up here at the end of the stage. Martin, over from the Isle of Man.
Anyone got any cable ties at all? Cable ties!
Martin desperately looking to get the car fixed. Producer Wayne might have something he can help patch that Nova back together again with. You can see the struggle here at the end of stage 3. There you go, Producer Wayne to the rescue. Martin and Cleon are going to get that Nova patched up and off to stage 4 before they can get the car to service.
Hi, Paul.
Steve, you had a smoother stage than those pair.
Sorry, say again?
Smoother stage than they did, that's for certain.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Happy enough so far?
Yes, so far, obviously some really, really iffy bits, but yeah, we're here for a bit of fun, mate. We're not looking at any times, we just want, you know, day out in North Wales, in the sun, and that's what we do.
Glorious, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Steve Hopewell is enjoying himself, look at that. Mike Smith alongside. Here for a bit of fun. A day off from any championship pressure. And as you can see, Martin and Cleon have done a fabulous job of getting that Nova looking something like a Nova again. Martin is the proud owner of probably our most watched video on Special Stage, because the way he drives a Nova around the Isle of Man became somewhat legendary, and I think his exploits here in Welsh Forest are probably going to start taking that over. Back to the stage end as Martin and Cleon get that Nova good to go. That'll do, boys. Amazing the damage you can do on a bale. Frustrating, he did it right at the end here as well. Gary, you got a good result here last year in the Welsh. Looking for the same again?
Hopefully. Let's just see what happens. It's been a bit shitty in places. The first stage particularly was horrible. Well, everybody will be saying the same thing, won't they? But it's okay. It's drying up, it's better. Yeah.
The blue skies are out.
That's it. The girls will all be happy.
Enjoy the next few.
See you then.
See, Gary was a little frustrated there. Apologies for the language. We are speaking to rally drivers fresh from a rally stage. I think Martin did remarkably well to to stay calm, despite what he was dealing with at the end of the stage there. And as Jamie points out, very lucky as well. Hit that bail hard at the end of this stage. So Gary Smith, Clive Jones, they come here second place in the Welsh Challenge, so they need a good Cambrian. Matthew Hurst and Declan Deer lead the way then in the Skoda Fabia Rally 2. Perhaps a sign of what could have been this season had they had that Skoda earlier, or some better luck in the Fiesta that they drove before it. Delta Auto Salvage pair, 35.4 seconds in the lead. .4 seconds, sorry. The leaderboard just updated. In the lead, ahead of Elliot Payne and Patrick Walsh. Liam Clark, Emily Easton Page on a charge behind them. 49 seconds back in third place in the Pro Tyre BTRDA Gold Star Cruise at this point. Russ Thompson, Stephen Link now into fourth. So Francis Adams is leading Jenkins in the Bronze Star at the moment today, but crucially, as far as that title is concerned, we've mentioned this a few times, pretty much all Nigel and Kaz needed to do today was finish the rally with some points and they'd have the title. So as things stand, the Fuchs Lubricants Bronze Star title is still going home to the Forest of Dean with Nigel Jenkins. Kaz Jenkins, to remind you, already has the Co-Drivers Championship in the bag. Dan, the spotlights are bolted on ready.
Yeah, we've had a few moments. It's been a good morning. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, but great stages. We've enjoyed it.
What's your fight today?
To get to the finish, and yeah.
You're not targeting anywhere specific on the leaderboard today?
Not really. Just want to get a good finish. I see two people from my class are out, so we can get to the end. We'll have a good day.
There we go.
In one piece.
In one piece. That's not ever quite the reserve of a rally driver, although they may say it at the end of a stage. Dan Chester, Stephen Davey will be, I'm sure, doing a little more than just driving for a finish, because that's not how rally drivers are wired, I promise you. Wyn Hughes, David Davies last did the Cambrian Rally 14 years ago. "14 years since we saw you on these stages."
Probably is. I'm getting older and slower, probably.
How was
But
that?
I'm enjoying myself.
Good to be back.
It's great. I'm enjoying myself. That is all about, is it?
It is. The colour's
That's
great
why
as
we
well.
come here. Well, we got a few dents in the front. There you are. That's part of rallying. We're having fun. That's what counts.
There we go. Love the energy. Wyn Hughes, David Davies, one of our Welsh Championship competitors here, as I say, 2010. That's the last time we saw them here on the Cambrian. Wow, there's a lot changed since those days. To remind you, the BTRDA Gold Star title was sewn up at the last round on home roads for Elliot Payne and Patrick Walsh. Not only were they in 2023 the youngest ever Gold Star champion, Tom Woodburn alongside last season, he now makes it 2 on the trot, which makes it a record-breaking run in the BTRDA for a young man who is so calm and collected behind the wheel. He's had a more eventful season, not least with a broken arm off the rally stages, which almost threatened to curtail his plans. A couple of rallies ago, but he has taken that title. So today is all about, well, overall rally honour, of course, and the glory that comes with taking an overall Gold Star win. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deer, currently just over half a minute ahead on their way to doing that. But it is about that runner-up spot. You heard Russ Thompson talk about that. That's where his target is set today. The fight for B13 today in the BTRDA between Russ Thompson and Alan Dixon. But there are a fair few B13 spec cars out there to measure their performance against our BCRDA leaderboard today. All eyes, though, are on that Fuchs Lubricants BTRDA Bronze Star leaderboard, because that is where the title fight for the 1400s is. Ashley Francis Adams, Mark Emmons. 8.6 ahead. It's close, but it doesn't matter. At this point, with Nige and Kaz Jenkins behind in second, it is still the title at the end of the day, if it ends like this, for the Green Nova pair who've been so consistently fast, along with Ashley Francis Adams this year. 3 wins a pair between them. Charlie, happy?
How are we doing?
You happy?
Yeah, happy. Had a bit of a moment in there, but we're all okay.
It's slippery in there, isn't it? And it's, after a long Clocainog stage, it's a bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah. Yeah, Clonargogs were good, like really nice to be fair, and that was just a bit slippy, but working into it. Hopefully Alwyn will be good as well. So
there we go. Alwyn up next. It's nice and relaxing there, doesn't he? Adam Westerby alongside in the Hills Ford, sponsored Fiesta R2. Matthew Hurst, Declan Deere, then with those times so far, leads the way in the Welsh Championship, the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship. Steve, how was that?
Hang on, he's talking to me and you're shoving it in my face. Yeah, it was all right. Yeah, got a couple of moments, but we were up in previous one. That's why there's all that mud on the mirror. We got going again anyway.
Always a lot of support for you two on the live stream.
There's nothing worse than mud on your mirror.
There are a few things that are worse, but we'll not mention them and jinx it.
Simply lovely.
Steve Ward, Phil Sandham, you guys have had a lot of support for them on the live stream today, as you always do. A fully fledged member of the Yorkshire Rally Mafia. If you've seen Jonathan Pullen's book, don't forget, by the way, his new book. It's a very different type of book as well. All about the forgotten stories from the rally stages. Is out in a couple of weeks' time. The 15th of November, there's a book launch with Moulton Motor Club. The details are on Jonathan Pullen's page. I've shared them on Facebook as well. Be there if you can. How was that?
That was good. That's the best yet.
I'm still battling you for the most rallies done this year.
Are you?
I think you're winning.
Am I? Good, good.
They're good stages.
I've got to win something, haven't I?
They're good stages, aren't
they? They are classic stages, aren't they? Yeah. This one's a nice little blast, this one is.
Did you have a chance to look at the lake?
Oh, I come fishing here sometimes.
There's a few people who've said that.
I saw a few fish move though. No.
Love it. Cheers. Howell Davies, Sean Rowlands. He's a character. We've seen him on many of the events we've covered this year. Gravel, asphalt. Always got a big smile on his face. Fairly quick when everything's going right. Last season was third on the Cambrian in the H6 class. 28th overall as well on the Interclub Rally. So Matthew Hurst, Declan Deere lead the way in the Welsh Championship. 1 minute 24 ahead of Russ Thompson and Stephen Link, who've won a round overall this season, of course. Then Ewan Roberts Jr. in the Escort G3, who said he was targeting that third position like last year, in third place at the moment.
Oh.
James, I'm never sure whether to call you a driver or a co-driver, but I'd say you're very firmly back in the driver camp now, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't know about being a driver, but I'm in this side and I'm enjoying it, so yeah, that's one thing. Yeah.
Good stages.
Yeah, I weren't keen on that first round, rubbish in there, but them last two have been mint, so
Can you believe Baz Jordan said I didn't sound enthusiastic enough last night?
No, you're the most enthusiastic rally person in the world, so we'll have to have a word with him.
Dear Baz.
Yeah, dear Baz.
James Grattan-Smith, Tom Jordan alongside. Last time they did the Cambrian, or last time he did it as a driver, was in 2018, when he had a DNF. Comes here second in the BTRDA B12 class, 15th in the SilverStar. And actually, last time he'd have done the Cambrian would have been when the rally was in its short-lived early season calendar slot, when it used to start things off very briefly. It's always been better as a finale event, I think, and certainly has lived up to that today so far, hasn't it? Over halfway through, just the afternoon loop to go. He says it's a long way to go. They've been working hard in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Had two punters though. Annoying, but enjoying it.
Just got to get through Alwyn now without a third.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting how some people can escape punches altogether, and others, it seems to be the theme. The weekend. Tough day.
Yeah, really tough day. We lost a turbo on stage 1 and we fixed it after stage 2, so now it's hopefully good.
Well, big fight back then, and perhaps a view of what could have been.
Yeah.
Just nod and smile if ever else. Cheers.
Thank you.
Gutted. Second of our Icelandic pairs out here. Johan Ingi Filkesson, Heide Karen Filkesdottir. They were 8th in class on last year's Cambrian, but turbo issues have put pay to any kind of a comparable result this weekend, as you heard. Martin Walters in this little Civic EK4 was 4th in class in the Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship on last year's Cambrian. Marie Fletcher alongside.
Hello.
Traditionally, you go well here. You look like you enjoyed yourself.
It's hard work. Yeah, it's really slippy and yeah, really hard.
Hanging on to it.
It is.
Neat and tidy. I saw you actually through that. I looked at the clip as you went through.
Yeah, trying to keep it neat and tidy, trying to keep it going and get to the finish as well. But yeah, it's
4th in class last season in the Welsh, yes. So perhaps a class podium today. Marie's looking at that. Stop.
It would be nice to, but we're up against the R2, so it's always hard work against modern machinery.
You've got the revs.
I have.
And the bravery, there we go. Fighting talk, we like it. This has been Carl Casement's first season outside of the Isle of Man. We've seen him on a number of our events this year, most notably in the Pro Tyre Motorsport UK Asphalt Rally Championship. First year outside of the Isle of Man, and you're doing rallies like the Cambrian.
We treated us a bit of dirt this weekend, so yeah, first time.
Join it?
Yeah, first time in, first time with Ollie there, so time we've been before, so it's time he turns the pavement, had a bit of a laugh, so yeah, definitely different out there, but getting the grips of it, I think.
So you seem to be getting a bit of experience on all sorts of surfaces over here. Is that the plan? Are we going to see a full campaign for you for next season?
Probably not. I'll probably go back to a bit of bike racing next year, probably, but yeah, we'll see. We'll leave it in the shed and maybe do the odd one, but I blew my brains out this year.
You can never leave it in the shed. Leave it for a minute. Carl Casement. Ollie Benson alongside. Yeah, right. No. Blown his brains out, to use his phrase, this season. Retired in every single rally except the Legend Fires Northwest stages. He was 2nd in class on that one, so. What can we do today on these iconic stages?
Oh, it's good fun. Really good fun. Really enjoying it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
And look at the weather.
Johnny likes this rally as well. A big smile on his face.
Yeah, yeah, he's been good.
He's checking his watch. You've got to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Rowan Word, Johnny Ted Evans. Last time they did the Cambrian was 2 years ago. They were 5th in B12 though. That was his first ever rally, actually. Rowan, 2 years ago. As things stand then, as far as the Fuchs Lubricants Bronze Star category is concerned in the Pro Tyre BTRDA, Ashley Francis Adams, Mark Ammons are doing everything that could be asked of them out there in the lead, and it is a convincing lead as well. But Nigel and Kaz Jenkins, who haven't had the easiest or smoothest of mornings here in these North Wales stages, also doing what they need to do as far as the championship is concerned. At the moment, as things stand, if it stays like this, they will be Bronze Star champions at the end of 2024. And it's been a close battle as well. Sorry, just... So that's the Bronze Star at the moment. The Silver Star looks like being Lewis Hooper's if things stay as they look like they have. We certainly haven't had Ben Jemison through, have we? We also didn't have Andy Davison through either. Bitterly disappointing for that pair coming into this third stage of the day. If that does end up being the case though, Lewis Hooper does have to finish. It will be a deserved victory. Chris Ingram leads the way on the overall rally. Then you've got Elliot Payne chasing Matthew Hurst for the gold star. Hurst also leading in the Pirelli Welsh Championship as well at this stage. You can find all of your leaderboards, and they have started to get more to grips with them as well at btrdarallyresults.co.uk. The overall rally results also found at EWRC if you're looking for the overall leaderboard. Nice looking sight, a sunbeam on these stages.
Yeah, everyone says. Nice to see it.
Going well?
It's going well, yeah, it's good. Yeah, wipers have just given up the ghost. My 40-year-old wipers have just given up on me. So, but I'm happy they've given up on me there, not there.
Nothing wrong with being 40 years old. At least it's not raining.
Well, fingers crossed. Yeah.
Probably jinxed it now. We're all going to get very wet this afternoon. Lyndon Jones, Mervyn Williams, the wipers have packed up. Last time they did the Cambrian was 12 years ago, back in 2012. But enjoying their North Wales adventure today in that sunbeam, despite the issue with their 40-year-old wipers. He had to point out the age, didn't he? Russ Thompson, Stephen Link hanging in there in second place in the Welsh Championship at the moment. Ewan Roberts Jr. Daniel Jones behind in the Escort G3. Colin Griffiths just dropping back to fourth. After the fourth stage, Alwyn after this one. And it's Martin Andrews, Steve Greenhill. Just 0.1 of a second back as well. The battle between those two Subaru drivers will be one to watch into this afternoon. Robert Goff, Jez Rogers hauling themselves up into sixth on the overall Pirelli Welsh Rally Championship leaderboard. Then Will Gutting, Max Utting alongside in the Group N Subaru in seventh. Adam Durston Hillier in eighth, stepping up from the Micra into that Evo and starting to get on the pace now. David Tomlin, Keith Ashley in the R5 in ninth. And then our two 1400 Welsh competitors, Ashley Francis Adams, Luke Watts, rounding us out in 10th and 11th so far on the leaderboard in the Welsh Championship. But of course, it is all about that Bronze Star fight at the moment, where Ashley Francis Adams and Mark Ammons lead the way. Nigel Jenkins, Kaz Jenkins, second place, 8.6 seconds, hardly comfortable, but given the pace that those two have shown this season, that is at least a nice comfort margin to have for Ashley, but it's not enough as far as the title is concerned. It's a good lead, but they might need more than a good lead. How was that, Paul?
Hello, Paul. Good. Yep, that one was, we were glad to have that one. Short, sharp and fast after an epic Clochainog the stage before. Really buzzing after Clochainog.
It looked a bit bouncy.
It was a bit bouncy. It's always bouncy in here. Us too. I mean, look at us.
Harriet's nodding, yep.
Yes. Indeed.
All good?
Yep, and it's good to see Jamie behind the camera. Hello. You all right? Good. Yeah.
A bit different from the circuit championship for one of these cars.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. This is it's different, but hopefully survive today, and we'll be out at Upton Park next week.
Brilliant. Cambrian on WLC stages, Alton Park for the Circuit Rally Championship. There's a back-to-back combo. I don't think we've done the championship interview, have we?
I turned my engine off just for you.
No, it's fine. We've got a decent microphone. It's absolutely fine.
That's good.
You're a champion. You're a champion.
I know, I was good to that. It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, we haven't spoken to you since then. I know you were delighted.
It's been a while, yeah, really happy, yeah. It's good, like I've said to you before, it's good to come out and, you know, I'm no expert rally driver. I've said to you before, I'm just the fat guy, but we're having fun. So, yeah, it's been a consistent year, which has helped us. And, yeah, epic stages here to Clochainog. Yeah.
He's our B10 champion. They've been fighting for the SilverStar podium. They've got McRae mode and load mode. I'm going to take a picture of that before you disappear because that's brilliant. Hi, Mum, he says. I do like that button. Just have a look at the button if you can get that on the camera, Jamie. Which mode are we in at the moment?
Shh, we're in McRae mode now.
Oh dear. McRae mode on these stages. Good luck. We all know. We all know what Colin McRae did on these stages. Hello. Sven, I saw you sniffing around the minis last night, but for now it's Fiesta R2 Power. How's it going?
Absolutely, no, it's brilliant. We're running quite late on the road, so we've caught a few cars. We've got a bit of a smashed windscreen, but apart from that, absolutely loving it. These stages are the best stages in the world. I may be biased, I live about 20 minutes away.
Well, they are world class, but your social media is pretty good as well. If you follow Sven on Instagram, you put a good video up from the test that you did recently. It was quite fun to watch.
No, the test was amazing. First time driving the car, my first gravel event, so it's one of them. I'm just having the best time in the world. And having this man beside me is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, he's looking at his watch, but he doesn't dare tell me you've got to go. Sean Cunniff really needs to be off. Sven Grube, Sean Cunniff alongside, first gravel event in the Fiesta R2. Drove a mini challenge car, albeit not in the mini challenge recently, and did tell me at the party last night at the Motorsport Lounge that he does fancy getting involved with the mini rally challenge. I'm still going to speak to, I've gone the wrong side, but I'm going to style it out. I meant to do it. How's it gone?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, I'm doing a great job driving.
I'm going to switch the microphone over.
Yeah, it was all right. We had a few moments, but we got a puncture in the second one. Changed that. Yeah. All right.
Did you style it out?
Yeah, very well. Nearly as good as Natalie.
Natalie Robinson, Sam Collis. Styling it out there. Never let it be said that I don't interview the co-drivers, even by accident, every now and again. Actually, Natalie's first season of rallying. The Robinson family have, well, because of Matthew, become very well known to us all. Well known and well loved, I'd say. But Christina and Natalie Robinson both out this year and doing a great job as well. Sam Collis has, I think, sat in with Mum and Dad previously, so he's like the family co-driver. Wonder if he gets invited round for Christmas. Had some big results on the Cambrian over the years, though. They have Matthew and Sam, looking back, 2013, was it? 4th overall gold star in the Mark II with Matthew. Don't forget, if you're getting involved on our live coverage today, whether you're watching on specialstage.tv, whether you're watching on the Championship Facebook pages, or indeed on Special Stage or Motorsport UK TV, plenty of places to watch the live coverage of the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally today. If you're getting involved, you are in the draw to win one of the Rallying is Life Rally TV t-shirts. The sun's still nice and warm here as we head into the afternoon. Three more stages this afternoon. Clocainog, Alwyn and Brenig again, and we'll be live for you at the end of, and indeed in stage 7 Brenig this afternoon. No double stage live coverage this afternoon, though, with the difference in the running order. The Defender Wolf. Land Rovers still in the stage. Mixed BTRDA and Welsh crew here. Driver Simon registered for Welsh Championship points. Last time he was here, 2001. Sam Kelter in the co-driver seat, registered for BTRDA points. I don't know if it's cruel to remind you the last time you were here was 2001 or not.
I'm not that old. It's a long time ago.
How was that?
Brilliant, yeah. There's a corner in one piece.
It looks it.
Just look at the other
Did you
side.
expect it not? I haven't seen that back corner. Did you have a moment?
Yeah.
Well, we'll send the camera off around to that back corner then, Jamie, while we finish off the interview. What's the plan today?
Just get round, get a finish.
Not bend any more corners?
No, no.
There we go. It's not too bad. We've got a dent. And a bit of shrubbery. Will,
morning, Paul.
The car looks in one piece, which is more than can be said for some.
We had a flat tyre about 7 miles into Clocainog, so that was a bit challenging. So we've dropped down a bit now, but yeah, trying to get
the times.
Trying to get the finish, to try and take B11.
It is another championship battle. Been rallying that Peugeot 306 since 1997. His first Cambrian was the year after that, in 1998. Well, as he says, he comes here second in B11. The fight very much on. '11th in the SilverStar as well. Top 10 in SilverStar in that 306. Would be a formidable performance. A few comments from the Welsh Championship crews in service. Luke Watts had diff problems, hoping to get it fixed in service. That'll be after we saw him through Alwyn. That you could tell he wasn't completely happy. Francis Adams now struggling with a bit of a misfire. At the moment leading the Fuchs Lubricants Bronze Star and leading the way in the 1400s in the Welsh as well. So we'll be hoping that that's nothing serious, or it can be at least fixed. Set new plugs or something in service. It was a bail that Matthew Hurst and Declan Deere clipped in the Fabia Rally 2. They did the same thing in Alwyn as well, apparently. Not looking forward to the second run through Clocainog. Worried about punctures. Russ Thompson, Stephen Link reporting they've had a good morning. First stage of the day through Elsie was tricky for them, but they're hoping for second overall in the Welsh Championship at the moment. Colin Griffiths, Mark Morgan in the Impreza went off. Couldn't get into the groove, went off in Brenig. Needs to give himself a good talking to. James Giddings, Alan Davies in the Evo 9. We saw them parked up at the end here with us in Brenig. No update yet as to whether or not they are still running. Andy Butterfield, Mark Williams, a very smart-looking Impreza. Hello, the car's absolutely immaculate. Looks great. How was that?
Yeah, a little bit scary in bits, but it was all right, yeah. We could have got a little bit more speed, I think, but we got around. A couple of little loose bits, but it's a pretty fast stage.
Sounds like a good first half.
Really good fun, yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
More. Andy Butterfield, Mark Williams. It is a great looking car, that, isn't it? First of our Defender Wolves into the finish here. In the Armed Forces Rally Battle. Rounding things off then for this first live show here at the end of Brenig. George, how was that?
That was good, yeah.
You've been working hard in.
Yeah, really working hard. It's tough working this. Bit rough, but it could have gone better. There's definitely a lot of time in there, but we'll get more time next.
Team Army, you aren't you?
Yes.
Who's behind?
Team Army again.
What about the Army for these first two? Car 95, Benjamin Hall just dropping into a ditch. That's all we've got time for here at the end of the first loop here at the Visit Conwy Cambrian Rally. We've got battle right through the field in the BTRDA and in the Welsh Championship, and we'll look forward to seeing how they play out this afternoon. We'll be live just after 4 o'clock for the live action from Stage 7 and reaction from here at the finish of this, the final round of the BTRDA and the penultimate round of the Brenig Welsh Rally Championship.